Oh my god. Hey, blue blockers are gonna come into fashion. Wow.
Why?
Smoke crack with me,
Bro, me, brother.
Second, it's great establishing too, because
Well.
This video is brought to you by Cash App. More on them in just a bit.
dogs, foxes, coyotes, wolves, various canines of the Reject Nation. It is time for a momentously excessive occasion, for we are about to embark on a Scorsese joint. With fresh eyes. It's time for the Wolf of Wall Street. Aaron, how are you feeling today?
Oh, man. Today's been a busy little day. I have my hair done, so my scalp is on fire. My scalp is tighter than the crisp handshake of a brotherly embrace.
That's what I like to hear.
But other than that, I'm doing good, feeling good. I saw this a very, very long time ago. It's been like 13 years I saw this in theater, so I don't really remember much about it other than a few scenes. But Johnny boy, how you doing, man?
I'm good. This is gonna be fresh eyes for me as well. I'm here. I am a little punch drunk. Coming off, as we're shooting this, a 4-hour live stream, so we thought, why not do a 3-hour movie on top of that?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
My
7 hours in a row.
Are going to tumble from my face at some point during this reaction, and I want you all to comment when it happens. Anyway, I'm excited for this. It's always an interesting time with Old Marty, as I like to call him specifically, my friend Marty. Anyway, let's do this thing. Let's get wolfing. The moon's rising. It's time for Werewolf Women of Wall Street.
Oh, wrote a bumper.
The world of investing can be a jungle. Bulls, bears, danger at every turn.
Brr.
That's why we at Stratton Oakmont pride ourselves on being the best.
Oh, that wasn't even a bumper.
Oh, wow. That was just a commercial. Start of the movie.
Stratton Oakmont, stability, integrity, pride.
Jesus.
Rawr.
Oh. What the hell?
Why are you guys throwing little people?
Wow. Wow, it's Jackass Day at the office.
Investors go hard.
My name is Jordan Belfort, not him. Me, that's right. I'm a former member of the middle class, raised by 2 accountants in a tiny apartment in Bayside, Queens.
Wow, humble
Queens.
beginnings.
That
That is a freaky little
brokerage firm.
Leo.
I made $49
Rob
million,
Rob
which
Reiner,
really
aren't
pissed
you?
me off because it was 3 shy of $1 million a week.
Of course.
Ugh.
No. My
troubles of a
Ferrari
rich
was
man.
white like Don Johnson's in Miami Vice,
Whoa.
not red.
Oh, that was cool.
See that humongous
He's
estate
ahead of the
down
game.
there? That's my
Hey.
house. My wife, Naomi, the Duchess of Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, a former model
God,
and
nice
Miller Lite
shot.
girl.
Oh, Margot Robbie.
In addition to Naomi and my 2 perfect kids, I own a mansion, private jet, 6 cars, 3 horses, 2 vacation homes, and 170
My
foot
God.
yards.
Excess galore.
You're definitely seeing this on YouTube. I guarantee that.
Like it?
Yeah.
Do you like it? Is that a good way to get?
Buy my stars later that night. My God.
Oh my God, dude. Careful.
Holy crap. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Jesus,
Ooh.
dog. Just relax.
Jesus. Man, lives on the edge. Wow.
Nice.
Wow. Was
Nice shift into the low shutter speed.
Get in there safe, all right? Next time, brother. Till
Dude, this guy, he looks like he's used to that.
On
Can't
a
say
daily
it's not
basis, I
exciting
consume
opening.
enough to sedate Manhattan,
very captivating.
Long Island, and Queens for a month.
Yeesh.
Wow.
I take 10 to 15 times a day for my back pain, Adderall to stay focused,
Adderall.
and to wake me back up again and well, because it's awesome. Want to make the...
Cause it's awesome.
There is one that is my absolute favorite.
Uh-oh. Fourth wall breaking thing is pretty
Enough
fun.
of this shit'll make you
Yeah.
invincible. And I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about this.
Of course.
Money.
Yeah.
Money doesn't just buy
Oh.
you a better life, better food, better cars, better... It also makes you a better person.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Save the spotted owl with money.
Yeah, Batman knows this very well.
That's a good mislead because he
always
had
wanted
mentioned
to
the
be rich.
in the
So let me go back.
monologue. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm 22 years old, newly married, and already a money-crazed little shit. So what do? I go to the one place on earth that befit my high-minded ambition.
Oh, her.
Ah.
You are lower than pond scum. You got a problem with that, Jordan?
No problem at all.
Good, because that is what you are.
Oh, wow.
Your job is connector,
That's
which
where she
means
go.
that you will be dialing the phone over 500 times a day,
Oh, my God.
trying to
would
connect
die.
me with wealthy business owners. And until you pass your Series 7, that is all you're going to be doing. Sit.
Jeez.
Just so you know, last year, I made over $300,000. The other guy you'll be working for, he made over $1 million.
I can only imagine what that guy must be.
Jordan.
Oh,
Mark Hanna.
Well, pleasure to meet you.
And you as well. I see you've already met the village at.
God, that's right. He's in this.
Don't pick up your head until 1.
I'm the senior broker here. He's just a worthless piker.
Anna.
In your job interview?
I had to do something to stand out, right, sir?
Love that.
Hey, we need more of that around here.
We don't start dialing at 9:30 because our clients are already answering the phone. 3, 2, 1, let's.
Let's.
What a line.
Couldn't believe how these guys talk to each other.
Dude, it's the whole George Carlin list.
At 44.
Blech.
Phone.
Creative
That's
swearing. in
that's
this
a first, yep.
We don't give two shits about how technology works because all we care about is getting rich. Solid.
Yeah.
Jordan Belfort.
That's real. That's a real feel.
Just a means to an end, but yeah, the adrenaline of accomplishing those incremental goals has to feel like amazing, addicting even.
Hold on to that, it's hot. In. Shut that. Shut it. So,
I like how he's playing the green version.
I remember this.
Oh, this used to get memed so hard.
I don't remember why he did it though.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What the hell?
You're able to do during the day and still function, still do your job.
That's what you do this job.
Oh my God.
I gotta say, I'm incredibly excited to be a part of your firm. I mean, the clients you have are absolutely.
The clients.
Oh.
Your only responsibility is to put meat on the table. You got a girlfriend?
I'm married. A wife. Her name's Teresa. She cuts hair.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Think about Teresa. Name of the game? Move the money from your client's pocket into your pocket.
Right.
Number one rule, nobody, okay, if you're Warren Buffett or if you're Jimmy Buffett, nobody knows if the stock is going to go up, down, sideways, or in circles. Least of all stockbrokers. It's all a fugazi. You know what a fugazi is?
Fugazi. It's fake.
Fugazi, it's a wazi, it's a woozy.
What movie is that shit? It's a Fugazi.
It doesn't exist. It's never landed. It is no matter. It's not on the elemental chart. It's not real. Right? All right?
God, that fairy dust.
We don't create shit. We don't build anything.
No.
So if you got a client who bought stock at 8 and it now sits at 16 and he's all happy, he wants to cash in, liquidate, take his money and run home, you don't let him do that.
Uh-oh.
Because that would make it real. No, what do? You get another brilliant idea, a special idea. Another situation, another stock to reinvest his earnings and then some. And he will every single time because they're fucking addicted.
Because they want greed, they love the thrill of the game.
He thinks he's getting shit rich, which he is, on paper.
On paper.
We're taking home cold hard cash via commission.
Can't tell you how excited I am.
You should be. There's 2 keys to success in the broker business. First of all, you gotta stay
I
relaxed.
definitely believe McConaughey is on some Pepsi dust.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you true?
Yeah.
How many times a week?
What?
What is this, phone booth?
Like three, four times maybe.
I'm gonna pump those
Maybe
numbers up. Those
6,
are
7, 8.
numbers in this racket.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I off at least twice a day.
Wow.
Once in the morning, right after I work out, and then once right after lunch.
We're learning a lot about each other very quickly.
I keep the rhythm below the belt. This is not a tip. This is a prescription. Trust me. If you don't, you will fall out of balance, split your differential, and tip the over. Or worse yet, I've seen this happen, implode.
Implode.
Pop off to the bathroom, work one out anytime you can, and when you get really good at it, you'll be thinking about money.
Oh, dude. It's like a meeting with the devil.
Success.
No, seriously.
It'll also help your fingers dial faster. And guess what? That's good for me.
Yeah, but you're seeing this guy's
You follow?
point of view shift by the
Keep the
encounter
clients on the
of this
Ferris
man.
wheel.
Yeah.
He's so captivating.
Every decade, every goddamn century.
It's like his whole lunch corrupted this man.
How kitty?
How kitty. So pitted.
He beats reluctantly.
Come on.
This is like an acting exercise.
It totally is. His chest is going to be so sore after this.
The parade comes to town.
Oh, they're making a song.
It's a one-way street. Whichever way I go.
Oh, jeez.
God, dude. Oh, God.
I was a licensed broker at last.
Yeah, the corruption of power and greed and feeling entitled and emboldened to do anything,
Master of the
which is
universe.
very dangerous.
He-Man.
He has the power to corrupt the country.
Dude.
Oh, my God.
He went from light suit to dark suit.
Oh, I'd be so overstimulated.
Yeah, this looks like a nightmare.
By 4 p.m., the market had dropped 508 points. The biggest plummet since the crash of 29.
People, you don't know what's going on here.
I know.
Jumping.
Oh, my God. So quiet you can hear a fly fart.
And shit.
Within a month, L.F. Rothschild, an institution since 1899, closed its doors.
Wow.
Jeez.
Wall Street had swallowed me up and shit me right back out again.
Oh, man.
We could pawn my engagement ring if we needed to. If we needed to, I'm saying.
Listen to me.
Okay.
You're not pawning anything.
She's in Penguin.
I was about to ask that.
Many other things.
How about this?
What?
Nobody beats the Wiz, the electronics store. Stock boy, what do you think?
Let's do it.
Sales, you work your
Jordan.
way up, you be a general
You're
manager.
not going to be a stock boy.
Why not?
Because you're a stockbroker.
Hey.
You understand that nobody's hiring stockbrokers right now? You understand that? Okay?
Jeez.
Ah, this place is.
Oh, nice.
What's that sound?
Stockbrokers.
Hey.
Long Island, stockbrokers
Yeah.
in Long Island.
Oh, God. She's so supportive, too.
I know.
That's
you
the worst
signed
part.
Your own
Oh, jeez.
Ethan Supley.
Yeah!
Your eye goes right to him.
Investor Center?
That's how you want to invest?
Of Boy Meets World fame?
Investor Center. I'm looking for Investor Center.
Yeah, that's us. Hey. This is it. This is it.
This is it. This is it.
Dwayne.
Yeah.
Hi, Dwayne. We spoke on the phone. Broker from Rothschild from New York.
Yes, yeah. Have a seat. How are you?
Remember, we had a
We spoke
conversation.
on the phone earlier, right?
Bro.
Commerce, that's what that means.
3 cents a share. That's $3. You cheap.
Oh, my God.
Where are your Quotrons, your
Quotron.
computers?
No, we don't even need computers here. We just trade right off the pink sheets here.
Penny stocks?
This one, Aerotyne, is a really interesting, Aerotyne.
Aerotyne, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, they're just a couple of brothers that are making radar detectors out of their garage. They're out of Dubuque. Maybe it's microwaves. I'm not sure, but you call the company's main line. Their mom, Dorothy, answers, and she is so
Good
sweet.
company.
I actually don't know what else to. I don't know anything else about them other than that.
6 cents a share?
You don't have to.
Buys this crap.
Well, I mean, honestly, mostly schmucks. Postmen. There's always postmen.
Oh, my.
They see our ads in the back of Hustler and Popular Mechanics, and our ads actually say they can get rich quick.
Oh, my God.
Jeez.
Is this stuff regulated, or are you guys, what are you doing here?
Sort of.
Right in that gray area.
Jesus Christ, the spread on these is huge.
Yeah, and that's the point. What's your name again?
Mine, Jordan Belfort.
Yeah.
I make 1%. I did make 1%.
Pink sheets, it's 50.
Whoa.
Wow.
It's
Half?
50%? 50% commission?
Yep.
For what?
It's our markup
That's
for our
insane.
services.
That can't be legal.
If I sell a stock at $10,000, my commission is $5,000.
If you sell $10,000 worth of this stock, I will personally give you for free.
Careful, buddy.
You forgot those words, bro.
Careful what movie you're in.
You mailed in my company a postcard a few weeks back requesting information on penny stocks that had huge upside potential with very little downside risk. Does that ring a bell?
Uh-oh.
Something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing
Listen,
I've
John.
seen in the
This is
last 6
speaking to me,
months.
dude.
He is.
Name of the company, Aerotine International. It is a cutting-edge, high-tech firm out of the Midwest. Patent approval on a next generation of radar detectors that have both huge military and civilian applications.
Oh, my God.
Now.
Your profit on a mere $6,000 investment would be upwards of $60,000.
Wow, they're all so impressed, enamored.
Jesus, that's my mortgage, man.
Exactly, you could pay off your mortgage.
This stock will pay off my house.
John, one thing I can promise you, even in this market,
So bad.
I ask them to judge me on my losers because I have so few.
Oh, my.
Based on every technical factor out there, John, we are looking at a grand slam home run.
Constantly using bro's name.
Yeah. He's also good at selling urgency as well.
John. Let me lock in that trade right now and get back to you with my secretary with an exact confirmation. Sound good, John? Great.
Just like speaks so fast, can't give him time to think of any alternative.
Welcome to the Investors Center.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
Bye-bye.
Oh, God.
He thinks that they're friends.
Thanking him.
How'd you do that?
Just like that, I made $2,000.
That's crazy.
No, this is going to work out. This is going to work out.
The other guys looked at me like I just discovered fire.
Hell yeah.
Great. Even better, I was selling garbage to garbage men.
Wow.
Their money was better off in my pocket. I knew how to spend it better.
Excuse me.
He is
You
the
like
wolf.
luxury.
Yeah.
Praise on these poor people.
Donnie Azoff.
Hey,
Oh, my.
How you
Some
doing?
Oh, my, Jonah Hill.
Yeah, I think we live in the same building.
oh shit.
Yeah, 12th floor?
Yeah, what floor are you on?
4th floor.
Oh.
What do you do, bro?
I'm a stockbroker.
Stockbroker.
Yeah.
Children's furniture.
Oh, good for you.
It's all right.
It looks like you sell children's
Make
furniture.
a lot of money.
Yeah, I do all right for
That's
myself.
I'm trying to put it together. You got a nice car. We live in the same building. I'm not understand how much money you make.
Jeez, he's a little aggressive with that.
70,000 last month.
Holy shit.
He reminds me of Adam Sandler in this mode for some reason.
70,000. Well, technically
Yeah,
72,000.
his voice does kind of sound like that.
You make $72,000 in 1 month. You show me a pay stub for $72,000 on it. I quit my job right now and I work for you.
I like this accent he puts on as well. I'm not used to it.
Beep, beep.
Hey, Paulie, what's up?
Wow, he's got it on.
No, yeah, no, everything's fine. Hey, listen, I quit.
Good.
Hey, listen, I quit.
Just met this guy.
I can tell Susan, it's none of her business.
There were other things about him too, like his phosphorescent white teeth.
Why
Yeah. I was gonna
say.
Your wife?
Hopefully he has veneers.
I heard some stupid shit. I don't know. Okay, I didn't even want to bring it up. It's just,
Oh, my God.
I don't even listen to it half the time.
What did I say?
It's that shit about you and your cousin or something like that. I don't even listen to it.
Oh, no.
It's not like that.
You know what I mean? Like you married your cousin or some stupid shit, you know?
Is your cousin hot?
Wife, yeah, my wife is my cousin or whatever, but
Oh?
it's not like what you think, whatever.
What is it then?
First cousin or is she?
Yeah, no, she, her father is the brother of my mom.
That's exactly what we think it is. Mm-mm.
Fucking grew up hot, and all my friends were trying to,
What the
I'm not gonna let someone. I'm not gonna let someone else my cousin.
Oh.
Is this a...
Me, I don't know.
No, I get it. Yeah,
This is a joke.
Like the whole kid thing, right? Like the
What
whole
happened, kids, man?
Yeah.
No, we have 2 kids.
Oh, wow.
60 to 65% of this kid's gonna be or whatever.
Scare the shit out of me, buddy.
Oh, Lord.
I basically, if the kid was, I would, drive it up to the country.
Oh, no.
And just open the door and let it say, you're free now. Like run free.
Jesus Christ. Would you old yeller your own kid?
This cannot be true. Yeah, okay.
Which part is not true?
No. We would take it to like an institution or somewhere that's handled to raise the kid or whatever.
Wow.
God bless you, buddy.
No, I'm not fucking happy. No one who's married is fucking happy.
Please divorce your cousin.
I'm so unclear about where reality begins and ends in this
I think
chat.
you're joking about the kid thing, but the cousin thing is real.
Got you a little present.
What?
You got me a present?
I got you something.
What?
I got you. I found your cousin.
Yeah.
Wrapped up or something?
It's wrapped up, yeah.
I don't get it.
Either do I. Let's fucking.
Dude, his eyes.
That's crazy.
What do we...
Get the fuck. Put me, bro.
best line deliveries I've ever heard.
God. Why?
Smoke crack with
me, brother.
Second, it's great establishing too, because without even fully telling what exactly they were about to smoke, I'm like, this just looks like a place you go for.
Yep. This looks sus.
This is a crack corner.
Crack corner.
Look at him.
Looks so invigorated. Jonah Hill's face.
We gotta get out of here. Let's go fucking run. Let's run like we're fucking lions and tigers in bed.
Oh my.
Like, I know there are a certain amount of people will probably do for research. Is crack one of them?
I certainly hope
Jordan
not.
Belfort. My partner and I are very interested in renting out your garage.
Donnie and I were going out on our own.
Donnie.
So I recruited some of my hometown boys. Sea Otter, who sold meat, and
Oh, Drum Bernthal.
who sold tires, and
this guy's familiar too.
And Robbie, who sold anything he could get his hands on, mostly.
I recognize 2 of 4 of them. That is some facial hair.
This is Brad. He was already making so much money selling Quaaludes, he'd become the Quaalude king of Bayside.
Quaaludes! Jesus.
Tell your sister I was asking about you. Bring me a pair of her panties next time you come through.
Yeah, man, she said they don't want to talk to you anymore, man.
Oh, no.
Every person you're on the phone with, they want to get rich, and they want to get rich quickly. They don't want something for nothing.
There was this one time that I was selling pot to this Amish dude. You know those guys who got like the beard with like no mustache or some bullshit?
Everything they say.
He only wants to make furniture.
I don't understand.
Like no regard for anything.
I'm not putting words in your mouth or nothing, but you just said that everybody wants to get rich.
Holy fuck, you did just say that.
You just said it.
Bro.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, like Buddhists. They don't give a shit about money. They're wrapped in sheets.
You guys not want to make money?
I want to make some fucking money, okay? I can sell anything.
You can sell anything, sell that.
Go ahead.
Sell me that pen.
Oh no.
Can I finish eating first? I need tonight.
Brad, show them how it's done.
This is like a real world exercise. This sounds familiar.
Do me a favor. Write your name down on that napkin for me.
I don't have a pen.
Exactly. Supply and demand, my friend.
My man. Hell yeah, dude.
I'm saying he's creating urgency. So you get them to want to buy the stock. It's something that they need. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing.
Uh-oh, what are you looking at over there?
Robbie Feinberg, the pinhead, took 5 years to finish high school. Alden Kupferberg, the Sea Otter, didn't even graduate.
Okay.
Chester Ming, the depraved Chinaman, thought jujitsu was in Israel. Smartest of the bunch was Nicky Koskov.
Oh, this guy.
He actually went to law school. I called him Rugrat because of his piece of shit hairpiece.
Aww.
Still, give them to me young, ugly, and stupid.
Love it.
And in no time, I'll make them rich.
I really like the weird, like, docu flourishes they're throwing at this. It's like weird inserts. Here's a still.
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
Here's a guy responding to the narration.
That's so beautiful.
I know that look. What is it? Go ahead.
I don't know. It's,
Oh, he's out.
these stocks, these companies, they're like crappy companies.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're terrible. What I'm doing is completely legal.
Yeah, no, but they're like not gonna make any more money though, right?
Well, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. You know how it goes.
How many times do they do?
Yeah, but wouldn't you feel better if you sold that stuff to rich people who can like afford to lose all that money?
But rich people don't buy penny stocks.
Yeah, you're freaking preying on the poor or preying on people that aren't fortunate.
I just don't.
Why not?
Because they're too smart. That's why not.
Preying on people who are desperate for that gamble, not
Exactly.
thrilled by it.
Would trust this bunch of offs.
Oh, tell me to call him back.
I got 5 fucking grand on the phone right now.
Hey!
What if I could teach them how to sell to people with money? Real money. So I decided to reinvent the company. Gentlemen,
There it is.
you schnooks will now be targeting the wealthiest 1% of Americans. Talking about whales. Moby fucking This script, now your new harpoon. I'm gonna teach each and every one of you to be Captain fucking Ahab. Get it?
Captain who?
Captain Ahab. We're a new company with a new name. A company that our clients can believe in.
Of course.
A firm whose roots are so deeply embedded into Wall Street that our very founders sailed over on the Mayflower and chiseled the name Stratton Oakmont right into plain fucking rock.
Jesus.
First we pitch them Disney, AT&T, IBM, blue chip stocks exclusive. Companies these people know. Once we've suckered them in, we unload the dog. The pink sheets, the penny stocks, where we make the money. 50% commission, baby.
Oh.
Now, the key to making money in a situation like this is to position yourself now before the settlement. Because by the time you read about it in the Wall Street Journal, it's already too late. And you wait, and whoever speaks first loses.
Interesting.
Sorry, I appreciate the call. I really have to give this some thought.
Wow.
Can I call you back?
They don't know, right? They gotta think about it. They gotta talk to their fucking wives or the fucking tooth fairy. Point is, it doesn't matter what the fuck they say.
Jesus.
The only real objection that they have is that they don't trust you guys. Why should they trust you? I mean, look at you. You're a bunch of fucking sleazy salesmen, right? What do you say?
You mean to tell me that if I took you in at Union Carbide at
Listen,
7 and took you out at 32, I'm senior vice president of Stratton Oakmont,
And I plan on being one of the
top brokers of my firm next year. And I'm not gonna get there by being wrong,
I
Stanley.
do want to say that. You sound like a... You sound like a pretty sincere guy.
That's how you get
Rich,
it.
and it's not gonna make you poor. But what this trade will do...
Prey on these poor people.
future business, Kevin.
Do you feel comfortable with me now, Scott?
And then you'll know for sure that you finally found a broker on Wall Street that you can trust.
Oh.
And who can consistently make you money. Sound fair enough?
Yeah, I gotta say I'm pretty impressed. What do you... I don't know, what do you think?
Oh my God, I hate it.
You give me one shot here on a blue chip stock like Kodak.
Oh.
And believe me, Kevin, the only problem you're gonna have
Jesus.
is that you didn't buy more. Sound fair enough?
Oh, he said the thing.
Shit,
Oh my.
my wife might divorce me, but yeah, let's do it. Let's do $5,000.
Let me try 8,000, Kevin.
All right, let's do 10.
Wow.
Let's do 10. No.
We're buddies. Yeah. We're in it together.
Welcome to Stratton Oakmont.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna have a beer.
Such a ghoul. This is fun.
Hey, thanks, Jordan. Thanks a lot.
Wow.
Yeah, they don't view them as people, just like a means to an end for their own pockets.
So evil.
Kushan Airlines is the future of airlines. Get in now.
My name is Nikki Koskov, Chester Ming, and I am a senior vice president with Stratton Oakmont.
Oh, wow.
Judy, I am so sorry for your loss. Oh my God. When did he pass?
Oh, my God. You don't care.
Oh, my God. Jeez.
I'm gonna put you through to Andrea.
Has anybody fucking seen Rhonda?
Wowie.
Everybody have a good week?
End of the
month.
28.7 million in gross commissions.
I'm having a great week.
All from Pink Sheet stock, boys.
That is grim.
I've offered our lovely sales assistant Danielle Harrison here
$10,000 to shave a fucking head.
Oh, my.
Oh, no, dude. Y'all are too rich. Y'all too rich.
Oh, bye-bye that beautiful hair.
And I want my scalps.
Hello, Sinead O'Connor.
She looked familiar, too.
Yeah, I can't place her.
Used this $10,000 for plants. He's already got C cups, but now she wants fucking double D.
What? Wow, my... Dude, she let them do that.
She did.
I hope she got real paid for that.
I hope
or was
certainly
already
hope
planning
so.
to. Oh. What can we not afford? This is how you know you got too much money. When you can afford extravagant bullshit like this. We got gymnasts? What the hell? What? This is insane. Oh no. Oh no.
Word about us spread throughout Wall Street.
Yeah, this debaucherous celebration of excesses. It's a fascinating descent by the elevation of their profits, but the descent of their soul's morality.
It wasn't long before Forbes magazine,
Green
the
Lantern.
flagship of Wall Street, called to do a profile on
Let me ask you, how do you see the future?
One word: diversification.
Can we get a quick picture?
That's it.
A total fucking hatchet job.
This conniving little twat. Look at this.
That's got to be a real article.
The Wolf of Wall Street, they call me. Look.
Your hair looks good.
Jordan Belfort, sounding like a kind of twisted Robin Hood who takes from the rich and gives to himself.
Yep. That's
There
what's
is no
happening.
such thing as bad publicity, sweetheart.
Read the article, babe.
You're in a huge magazine.
Fucking deal I looked
If this bothered you, you would hate the internet.
I'm surprised he's still with his wife by this point.
No.
Forbes article. They all want to work for you now.
Every day, dozens of money-crazed kids beat a path to my door.
You get tailored right there.
Straight out of college overnight and spent whatever allowance they had on a new suit from our Stratton tailor.
You got your own tailor.
And here comes this off sniffing around. Every time someone rises up in this world, there's always going to be some trying to drag him down.
Gordy's home.
Within
Go full
months,
Gordy
we
on
doubled
him.
in size, moved to even bigger offices.
Oh, jeez. What are you
What the
smashing?
hell are we doing here? Oh,
Smashing the floor.
I'm
I don't know what
surprised there was nothing down there.
Yeah.
A greed fest on body fluids.
I feel like I'm peering into some kind of alt Bible story where they're all just like,
About a month later, Donnie and I decided to double team her on a Saturday afternoon while our wives were out shopping for Christmas dresses.
wow.
Oh, my.
Eventually, Ben married her, which was pretty amazing considering she every single guy in the office.
Wow.
And he got depressed and himself.
Oh, God.
Anyway, I hired my dad, Max, to maintain order
Oh,
as the
Jesus.
enforcer.
My dad?
Stratton's
My
very
dad?
own Gestapo.
The
They called him Mad
Equalizer.
Max because of his hair-triggered temper.
R.I.P. Rockline.
What? Yeah.
Fuck has the goddamn gall to call his house on a Tuesday night. I wait all week for the fucking equalizer, and they have to fucking. Hello.
Hello.
Gene, how are you, Gene?
He'd affect this weird British accent.
Righto, Gene, that'd be great. Cheerio.
It was absolutely bizarre.
Fucking halfwit. Tell me, what happened? What happened?
Well, he discovered it was the mother's sister.
Who's he? Who? Tell me who
The
he
main
is.
guy. You know who the main
guy.
See Buscemi.
Buscemi was on Equalizer?
It was his mother's sister. She showed up dead.
Do we get Buscemi in any Scorsese flicks?
And then there's a big target, and they get launched at the target. They stick.
There's a bullseye, and the bullseye is a dollar sign. Whoever gets closer to the dollar sign gets the most
I'm
points.
gonna throw the shit out of this little fucking thing.
Yeah, you should fucking toss
if it gets hurt.
If it gets, oh my god.
Not it. Oh, y'all are gross.
You can't look him right in the eyes either.
Can't look him in the eye.
No, that's a fact. I saw it on PBS.
They get confused and their wires get crossed. You gotta look like the chin, like it looks like I'm looking at you.
How you doing, buddy?
For example, what I wouldn't do is maybe like tell him to pull his out and like get some of the girls to, you know, fondle him and shit like that.
I mean,
that
we
would
could
be
let's keep that in
it's
our
not
back
acceptable.
pocket.
Top heavy, like a lawn dart, so they're built for accuracy.
Oh my God, can we bowl with this guy?
That's his fucking brother, Robbie. His brother's the bowling ball.
Toss him down an alley.
Oh,
and some
brother.
pins.
Oh, shit, that's
Swear to
interesting.
fucking God. Yeah, can we get that guy?
We'll get that guy too. But it says here, this guy will show his. Yeah. They are very ornery, by the way, so you got to be very careful with these little guys.
Safety
This
is
movie-
first. All right? I want somebody with a fucking tranquilizer gun ready to knock her out.
Jesus Christ.
Dad's coming. Something about the American Express bill?
Can you get him out of here?
Yeah, lick my twat.
No, I'm serious. Get fuck up, guys.
The approach to editing here is fascinating.
$430,000 in 1 month, Jordy? Huh? $430,000
Jordy.
in 1 fucking month.
Morning. They're business expenses. Relax.
Business expenses?
Yes.
Dude.
$26,000 for 1 fucking dinner.
No, this could be explained.
Please.
We had the Pfizer clients.
Right, the porterhouse from
The
Argentina.
expensive champagne and the wine. We had to buy champagne, and you ordered all the fucking sides.
$26,000 worth of sides? What are these sides? What the fuck is EJ Entertainment?
Well, that's
Strippers.
George, what is that?
It's a fucking prostitution ring, Jordy.
I know.
That's what it is.
That is what it is.
Isn't that the perfect description for it?
That is what it is. But
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
none of these were charged to me. This is all of them.
Oh, that was all us.
It wasn't me though. Fucking explain this shit to
I'm
him.
so entertained by this.
That's it. Get the fuck.
Takes credit cards.
A rich one.
She got square.
It's that slip disc thing again.
I know what it
my.
is. You know, too much
my.
with EJ Entertainment.
Jeez.
How are things at home?
Well, not the best. She just
You don't
doesn't-
say.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out there. Some of these girls, you should see them. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
So many Leo
it's
gifts.
on a whole other level.
Really?
And they're all too.
Get out of here.
All.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
What year is it again?
I don't want you stressing out about any of this.
How can I not get stressed out? Look at the knuckleheads you got working for you.
I know they're knuckleheads, but I need them to want to live like me. You get it?
You know, one of these days, the chickens are going to come home to roost.
Yeah, everything's gonna crumble eventually.
This is obscene.
It was obscene in the normal world. I mean, who the fuck wanted to live there?
Dude, Rob Reiner is a treasure.
It's just the crazy escapist fantasy of
What the hell? That lightning strike was crazy.
Yeah, sin and power.
I once saw an effects breakdown of this shot.
Oh.
We like to get as possible during our business powwows in order to stimulate our free-flowing ideas.
Of course, to disrupt.
Which is why we were popping these lewds like they were M&Ms.
Courtesy of John Bernthal. Oh, Lord.
We own the companies. Don't know what a lewd is? I'll tell you. Wait.
Isn't that Quaalude?
Can I have an
Looks
interlude
like
with
those
Lude?
lewds are working their magic on Donnie right now.
Donnie.
What the hell, Donnie? You're out of your element. You're out of your element, Donnie.
What the hell? Slow-mo shot is great. Oh, Lord.
The Quaalude,
What a shot to hold on.
or lewd, as it is commonly referred to, was first synthesized in 1951 by an Indian doctor that's dots, not feathers.
Dots, not feathers.
Was prescribed to stressed-out housewives with sleep disorders. If you resisted the urge to sleep for just 15 minutes,
oh wow,
no,
you got a pretty kick-ass high from it. Didn't take long for people to start abusing lewds, of course. And in 1982, the U.S. government Schedule 1 them.
God, that lens for the fractals.
Along with the rest of the world. Which meant there was only a finite amount of these things left.
Damn, we'll never get to try them.
Darn.
You can't even buy them anymore. You people are all shit out of luck.
Jeez.
Remember those ads? Those giant-headed girls with the bug eyes wearing those big clunky
I
shoes?
do not remember these ads.
Steve Madden, friend from school, Steve Madden. Steve Madden was the name in women's shoes at the moment, and all of Wall Street was begging to take his company public. Except guess who grew up with them?
Women's shoes.
Women's shoes. My very own vice president.
Women's shoes.
Diamond Donnie Azoff.
Diamond Don.
Steve.
Oh no.
There she is.
Oh, here we go.
That girl. I would let that girl give me AIDS.
Is it a Romeo Void needle drop?
Jordan, this is my friend Naomi. Hi.
Naomi.
Nice to meet you.
The hook of the song is "I might like you better if we slept together."
Naomi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. We've got an awesome place here. I don't think I've ever been in a house this big before.
Whoa.
Beautiful beach out there.
Blair, Hollingsworth.
He's like, yeah, that's nice.
You like to jet ski?
Damn, that's crazy. No disregard. Oh,
shit.
Wife seeing it.
How many times are you gonna ask her? She's never been on a jet ski.
I don't know. I might ask her a couple more times.
Okay.
You know?
Wow, dude.
Nice to meet you. Hi. Jordan, Teresa need your help.
Yeah, I'll be in a couple minutes. Just tell her I'll be on. I might do that, but I'm having a conversation.
What, like
You know what? I think,
not my
I think we should get
Finish my
going.
conversation. Wait. Where you guys going?
We gotta go. We got 2 other parties we're supposed to get
We can
to.
stay for a drink.
Yeah, stay for a drink.
Yeesh.
No.
So Bay Ridge, that's near Staten Island, right?
Brooklyn, across the Verrazano Bridge.
Saturday Night Fever territory.
That's right.
Cut to.
Guinea Gulch. Call the Verrazano Bridge the Guinea Gangplank.
So I presume you're Italian?
On my dad's side.
Gangplank.
I'm also Dutch, German, English. I'm a mutt.
And you're a mutt.
Yeah, I still have family over there, though, in London. My Aunt Emma. She's the best.
My enema?
She's a classy lady.
That explains it then.
Explains what?
Explains you. I mean, you're a duchess, right? You're the Duchess of Bay Ridge.
Oh, no.
Excuse me. Can I get a straw, please? So I was, a little surprised you asked Christy for my number.
What's that?
Aren't you married?
Don't you have a boyfriend?
Yeah, but what? Married people can't have friends?
We're gonna be friends?
You don't want to be my friend?
They both have such blue hazel eyes.
We're not gonna be friends.
Damn.
Oh.
She don't care. She don't give a damn.
At night, I work on my designs. I have an entire line of lingerie. No camisoles, bustiers, panties.
I am familiar.
She designs women's panties too? Oh my God.
I'm the president, but I'm also a member.
Come on, Jordan. Think of a way to get up to her apartment.
Yeah, sell her that pen.
You want to come up for some tea or something?
There it is.
See, whoever speaks first loses.
Yeah. Like hot tea.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that sounds nice.
The hottest tea.
Wanted to come up for tea.
Like your painting here, it's...
Oh.
Uh-oh.
God help me. How do I this girl?
I don't think you got to worry about that.
Nah, dude.
I feel like that problem is, is actively fixing itself.
Oh, wifey calling you. Oh, of course.
That's it.
Whoa.
Don't get involved. Go home to your wife.
I'm surprised you care at
Say
all.
no to this. Right.
Wow. Hi.
my.
Hello.
Good God.
As you can probably guess, I her goddamn brains out.
Wowie. Wowie. Wowie.
Did you just...
Oh, yeah, I just...
Jesus Christ.
Did you?
No.
Of course not.
No? Okay, still, so just give me
Well,
a sec.
bro, just... there are other things you could do in the meantime.
Yeah, bro. There are so many options.
So many options to give you time to recharge that still take care of your person you're with.
It wasn't just about the sex either. Naomi and I got along. I mean, we had similar interests and shit.
Oh, it's a brave new world.
Oh, my.
I haven't seen every Margot Robbie joint, but I feel like she doesn't generally do nudity, and this movie, like, put her on the map, and, I mean, she's very much, like, a sex symbol for this movie.
Well, I guess, yeah, a role like this put her on the map and gave her the power to not have to do that anymore.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Kind of like,
it's interesting.
Yeah, kind of like,
You! Get out of the fucking car!
Oh.
Beat his ass.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Beat his ass. What's Falcone?
Relax,
Jeez,
sweetheart.
go
Thank you.
Falcone on him. Falcone.
Son of a fucking bitch!
Jesus, hey, babe, stop.
I just need a place to put my...
What are you doing here? I thought you were at the beach house.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you, Jordan?
Yeah.
You're like a completely different fucking person.
You lost your soul, man.
I made a mistake.
You didn't
I
make
don't
a
know what to tell
mistake.
you, babe.
No, you're not.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Is that what you want?
Yeah, it is what you want.
Oh, boy.
Do you love her?
Oh, no answer. All this under Trump Tower.
I felt horrible.
Did you?
3 days later, I filed for a divorce and moved Naomi into the apartment.
Oh, I felt 3 days worth of horrible.
Yep.
But the Duchess did have style. She brought in a decorator, feng shui'd the whole place. She even hired a gay butler. Jasmine?
Yes, sir. I tried to stump you this evening. Very good. Great nose.
Except for that one time.
Super smeller. Oh no.
What happened that one time?
Oh my god!
Whoa. Wow.
Oh, my.
Oh no. What?
Is it Wednesday already?
Oh.
What
There were 4 right here.
Oh, God, are you fucking serious right there? Why don't you tell me, sweetie?
Maybe it gets worse. After they left, I checked the apartment.
Oh, what did you find?
What?
We understand that we do time we're fucking degenerates ourselves. Look at us, right? The money was stolen from my apartment, right from my sock drawer.
I'm supposed to keep money in your sock drawer.
Now I get why. This is a gay thing. Oh, I see all of you. This is a gay.
Whoa, bro.
You should have hired a fucking Mexican like I have in my fucking house. If you hired some...
Oh, my God. Wow. What the hell? Oh, Jesus Christ.
That blood spray was wild.
Chester and Toby, they went all Yakuza on
Holy
Nicholas.
shit.
You know, they got crazy.
That's a great pan up.
I had to call the cops
past
just
the
to keep
shorter
him from
building.
killing the poor guy.
Oh, my God.
$1,000 and told him what Nicholas had done. Then they kicked his ass.
Wow.
Jesus.
You spent more money.
Now, a rat hole is a friend who held stock in his name from me.
You're supposed to be, huh? Technical Jew.
I'd drive the price up, then he'd
Woof.
sell and kick most
Jesus,
of the profits back to me.
There's just so much like there's the big neon
None of it's on
debauchery
the
and
books.
casual
A big
debauchery.
no-no, of course, in the eyes of the law.
What the?
To our new securities attorney, Manny Riskin.
What?
$700
What?
Bucks an hour to be the
Oh,
voice.
snap. I just realized Jon Favreau kind of looks like a thick Walt Disney.
$1,000
The Securities and
It's all
Exchange Commission
connected.
sent 2 lawyers down to review our files. Well, I set them up in our conference room, and I had it bugged, and the air conditioning turned up so high that it felt like Antarctica in there.
Oh, dude.
Now, as the firm taking the company public, we set the initial sales price, then sold those shares right back to our friends. Look, I know you're not following what I'm saying anyway, right? That's okay. That doesn't matter. The real question is this: was all this legal? Absolutely not. Of course, we were making more money than we knew what to do with.
Clearly.
This is like the anti-Big Short.
Real quick and real talk. Moving money is something we have to constantly do around here. As much fun as it is here, it's also a business as well. Some reality that even sometimes I have a hard time contending with. So you got to pay people. You got to send money fast. And you got to keep everything simple. And that is why we actually use Cash App. For you guys who are unaware, Cash App is a financial services platform that lets you send, receive, and manage money all in one app. And it does it instantly. And so, yes, at Real Rejects, we actually will use Cash App to pay people because, you know, we work with like creators, collaborators, freelancers, speed matters. Nobody wants to wait days or jump through hoops. And with Cash App, it's quick, clean, and it just works. And what really gives Cash App its edge, I will say, is how frictionless it is. Signing up is fast. I don't know how many times I've had to mention that. And sending money takes seconds, again, fast. And everything happens in real time. Security is a big reason we trust it. With Security Lock, Cash App requires Face ID or biometric authentication to your account. If you're about to send money to someone new and something looks off, Cash App will warn you before it goes through. Plus, there's 24/7 monitoring behind the scenes. And with the Cash App card, you can instantly lock or unlock your card right from your phone. So, download the Cash App today. For a limited time, new Cash App customers can earn $10 if they use code SECURE10 in their profile at sign up and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. Terms apply. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sun & Bank. Member FDIC. Discount and promotions provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures. Talk about money. So we got to say all that. Legalities. Thank you, Cash App, for working with us and for helping to keep us working with other people.
Is that a yes?
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. You sure?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh.
What are you talking about? It's great.
You're shackled to the devil.
All told, the weekend cost me $2 million.
Look at that Leo
including
butt.
the cost of refurbishing the entire
And dubious
20th
moral
floor.
action.
Yeah.
The wedding was something out of a fairy tale. With Naomi, me, her handsome Duke, and the Bahamas Ocean Club, our castle.
It's like the whole visual style is irony.
Of course, after the bachelor party, me, the Duke, needed a few penicillin shots so he could safely consummate the marriage.
What the fuck?
Jesus. Oh, shoot.
Another gift?
Yep.
Another
Okay,
gift?
He got the moves, though.
What? Leo? Where did that come from? Where did that come from?
That was crazy. I didn't know Leo could move like that.
Oh my God! It's
I need to see more of Leo dancing in life.
I know. It's oh my God. What's her name? Shit.
I don't know.
Finally meet you in person.
They just added her to the new season Wednesday.
Oh,
She's like Grandma Adams in that.
And holy shit, it is.
And she's in James. Oh. Oh no. Oh what?
What is this?
It's your wedding present.
What?
It's your wedding present, sweetheart.
Whoa.
Wow, with her name on it and everything.
Wow.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
A fucking yacht?
Why so serious?
Wow.
For 3 weeks, we sailed the Naomi through the Caribbean.
Oh my God.
Taking her home to Long Island, where we bought a house. 7 acres on the Gold
Gorgeous.
Coast of Long Island. The most expensive real estate in the world.
Jesus.
We even had 2 guards who worked in shifts. Both named Rocco.
Rocco. 18 months later.
Modern life.
Year and a half.
It was heaven on earth.
Until.
Dude, they're in the Caribbean. That means this is
We took
confirmation.
this piece of
Whoa.
shit.
Oh, wow.
Who's Venice?
What?
Who? What are you, a fucking owl? Little, you were f***ing last night?
What the fuck are you talking about? No way, baby, no.
You were calling her name in your sleep.
Oh, wowza.
Well, I don't even know who Venice is. What the fuck does that even mean? Venice. Venice is the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Meanwhile, Venice.
Venice. Venice, baby, where are you?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
What the hell? A candle in his ass?
Wolfie.
Woofy, woofy, woofy.
I'm sorry.
Do you really think that I don't know what you're up to? You're a father.
What did you expect?
You're a father
Oh,
now,
wow.
and you're still acting like an infant.
Oh,
Hate
wow.
that. Hate that.
Baby, you know, you got real anger issues. You got
Who is the one who flew in here
Wild.
in the morning on that stupid helicopter and woke up Skylar? That was you. Know about that. Doesn't even
Buick Skylar.
Oh, now we're, that from the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, the time tie-arounds are interesting.
Uh-huh.
Wow!
Oh, Jesus.
Fucking hell.
Of course.
You didn't research the whole thing and deal with the fucking golf course people.
Oh my God! You had to deal with the golf course people too. What a great tragedy.
Stop flexing your muscles, Jordan. You look like a fucking imbecile.
You should feel happy you got a husband who's in such great shape like this, huh?
Leo's in solid shape, but has he ever gotten buff?
You look so
I don't know.
right now. Come on.
Kiss you?
You look so beautiful.
Kiss him with some water.
Yeah,
There it
you go.
is.
Ah, yes. My morning ritual.
Morning ritual?
Next was a steam so I could sweat out the drugs still in my system. Then I'd assess the damage.
Put
Drown
more
out
drugs
my
in.
eyeballs.
Whoa.
Good morning, Daddy. Where's my kiss?
God.
Daddy shouldn't waste his time. And from now on, it's gonna be nothing but short skirts around the house.
Oh, boy.
Wow, this is pre-Barbie and all the pink.
Mommy is just so sick and tired of wearing panties.
Oh, my.
Oh, my gosh.
In fact, she's decided to throw them all away.
Damn, Sharon Stone.
But no touching.
Whoa.
Wow.
Another famous shot. Damn.
Mommy, have you ever noticed anything odd about Mr. Fuzzy Bear over there?
Oh, no. Bro.
Yeah, there's something a little bit different about his eyes.
Yes, I think it's true. Say hi, Mommy. Say hi to Rocco and Rocco. Say hi.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Ew.
How you doing?
Ah.
You clean the fishbowl? I had a minute, and you had a minute. And today you needed to clean the fishbowl?
Oh, jeez.
Finished my paperwork, and I was...
He's about to get some kind of punishment that is not warranted and hyper-exaggerated.
Nice to meet you.
A new issue day!
Oh, shit.
Oh, Lord.
New issue day! Hey, everybody! Listen up! This is what happens when you with your pets on new issue day!
Are you gonna fucking... No. Why? God!
Wow.
You're terrible. You're actually an insane person.
God, I hope
Take
that
your
was
little
not a real
bow tie,
fish.
get your shit, and get the fuck out of my office, you understand? Get the fuck out!
Hey, y'all are... Why, bro? Like, for showing actual care for a life?
Yeah, there's no money in that shit. We got Steve Madden, man. Get your fucking head in the game.
We have people to swindle, damn it.
Go do Aaron. Don't come back till you've had a few.
For those of you who don't know me, my name's Steve Madden.
Yeah, we know who you are.
Hi, Steve.
This shoe, this is pretty cool. This is the Mary Lou, which is really the shoe that put me on the map. Without it, I wouldn't be here.
You guys are the worst. Wow.
Jesus, guys.
I
Why
don't
are
know
you
why.
assholes?
I'm more surprised when it's like there's a woman in here and she's participating.
Yeah.
Let's give it up for Steve Madden and his awesome Mary Lou. Hold that up, hold that up, hold that up.
This very much seems like a boys' club, like a traditional, or like a...
100%.
Yeah, so I'm like, the women in here are just cool with this?
They got to be one of the guys, gals.
Yeah.
Artists like Steve come along once every decade. I'm talking Giorgio Armani, Gianni Versace, Coco Chanel, Yves Saint Laurent.
Huh?
Steve, come up here for a second.
All the greats.
That Steve Madden is the hottest person in the women's shoe industry, with orders going through the roof at every department store in North America right now.
This guy is all sizzle. Knows how to sell that sizzle.
And in the case of the telephone, It's up to each and every one of you, my highly trained Stratonites.
They have names.
Cult.
My killers who will not take no for an answer.
My fucking warriors.
Who will not hang up the phone
You're not beating the wolf allegations.
until their client either buys or fucking dies!
Oh my God, his eyes, dude, is so insane.
animal.
Yeah, the wolf, bro.
I have been a rich man and I have been a poor man, and I choose rich every fucking time.
Oh.
And when I have to face my problems, I show up in the back of a limo wearing a $2,000 suit and a $40,000 gold fucking watch.
Whoa. Oh, the slow-mo shot of the watch.
shot.
Wow. Oh, God, what the hell? You're encouraging like a fighting ring?
I want you to take a good look at the person next to you. Go on. Because sometime in the not-so-distant future, you're pulling up to a red light, and you beat up old fucking Pinot, and that person's going to be pulling up right alongside you in that brand new Porsche. That beautiful wife by their side who's got big, voluptuous...
ADR.
Yep.
Pick up the phone and start dialing. I want you to deal with your problems by becoming rich.
It's interesting. He sells to them just as much as he sells to the clients.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You be relentless.
He's certainly an effective hype man.
Fucking terrorist.
I mean, yeah.
Let's knock this motherfucker out of the park.
It's all passion, pageantry, and peacocking.
$22 million in 3 fucking hours.
Wow.
Can you believe it?
Those teeth are horrifying.
They are. It's like the craziest veneers I've ever seen.
From Future Video? I don't know. He shot at your wedding. He says
Oh my
it's
God.
urgent.
Urgent? Who the fuck is Barry Klein?
Oh, that's fucking Stormfront.
Or Stormfront. There you go. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Go
Didn't even
fuck your
recognize her.
cousin. Ah.
The FBI, they want a copy of your wedding video.
Oh.
FBI? You fucking kidding me?
Your wedding video.
Whoa.
He's an agent with the New York office. What's his problem? He's a Boy Scout. Thinks you're fucking Gordon Gekko.
Creed is good.
You know I know everybody downtown. I call up the Justice Department, the DEA. Nobody even knows you fucking exist, so calm down.
Oh, with the flag pin. Ugh.
Can I give the guy a call? Why? Is that
Jordan?
Jeez, you're not untouchable.
Whatever the fuck you say to him, he's gonna use against you. Don't you understand? He's smart, you're dumb.
You're definitely going to try, though, because your ego.
Tonight, or you're gonna get swapped. The last time you took these fucking pills, you put your head in them fucking macaroni out to pick it up.
Oh, my God.
Let me see that. Cut
All
to
right,
that.
cut to that.
I want to see him with a bowl of mac on his head.
Hey, fellas, come on board. Plank's right around there.
Jeez, cut right to.
Cut to the yacht.
Welcome aboard.
Jordan, welcome aboard the night. Pleasure to meet you. Agent Denham, this is Agent Hughes. Hi, how are you?
Denim.
Want something to eat? Got some pasta, shrimp, lobster. I got whiskey, any kind of booze you want.
You know what? The Bureau doesn't allow us to drink while we're at sea.
Just at sea, though.
I had the whole front extended in order to fit the chopper up there. See that?
Wow.
You can't stop me,
Anyway, this is
motherfucker,
for
'cause
you.
I'm on a boat.
It's a complete list of every person that was at my wedding.
Take a good hard look at the mother. Oh.
I want you to understand, we don't do anything illegal. And you could talk to the SEC. They were at my office 15 times over the last 6 months. So, I mean, I got nothing to hide.
Sounds like what a guy with nothing to hide would say.
See, it's a civil regulatory agency. We pursue criminal activity.
Exactly. You go after real criminals, which...
This case got dumped on my desk, by a higher-up who needs to make a show of looking into the new company on the block. I end up being the schmuck who does the looking, exactly.
Interesting.
That bothers me. We're the new guy, and we're the one that's banging on Wall Street's door. I mean, you should see what's going on at the bigger firms. I mean, I know all the information. It's true. I'm Goldman, the Lehman Brothers.
Oh, you're going to try to testify and...
Is debt obligations, this internet stock bullshit,
or, like,
I mean, it's
out
a
them.
fucking travesty. I mean, I could take
you're
you
fucking it up.
step by step through what exactly is occurring.
No, you're making it worse.
What is internet stock bullshit at this point in time?
I'm gonna give you my personal line. 5 days a week, you just call me, feel free.
I'll do that.
Great.
I love the way Kyle Chandler's playing this.
Yeah. Saying very little, just letting him over-talk and screw himself over.
Another personal question you don't need to answer.
No, that's all right, Jordan.
God.
What are you pulling, 50, 60K, something like that?
Oh, you're making it so much worse. He's incorruptible.
Let's put it this way. You get a free handgun when you sign up for the Bureau.
No, but it
What do
fucking
you do?
pisses me off. You know what I mean? You think about the people that built this country, hardworking people like you.
Yeah.
FBI agents. End of the day, you guys get fucking skinned alive financially.
He's coming across as confident, but you feel his desperation. Yeah.
It's just about setting up the right team, and then overnight, your life can change.
You said too much. You said too freaking much, dog.
What if it was an intern?
Her grandma died, so we didn't actually help.
An intern making a deal like that.
I'm sure that guy's better off financially, but still, like.
That particular trade, and with one trade, north of $500,000.
You realize you screwed yourself. You realized it.
I do that for anybody. You know, anybody that needs the proper guidance.
Bro.
You see it in Leo's face, realizing he's messed up.
Yeah, Leo. Oh, boy.
Oh, such a good performance on both of their parts.
Yeah.
Can you say that again?
Yes!
Speak a little closer to the mic.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, come on, you know what I'm
An
talking about.
intern
Say
making
the same. I
$500,000
think what Jordan
is
just did,
insane.
If I'm not mistaken, you just tried to bribe a federal officer.
Technically, I
Technically, I
didn't. The U.S. Criminal Code.
That's crazy.
Exact dollar figure for an exchange of services that would not hold up in a court of law. You both I heard it. The same gentleman that told me that you tried to get your broker's license also told me that you were a straight arrow.
You ran a security check on me.
Sail on a boat fit for a Bond villain. Sometimes you need to play the part, right?
Damn. Jesus.
The fucking hero that I'm gonna be back at the office when the Bureau seizes this fucking boat. Because, I mean, fuckity fuck, Jordan, look at his face.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey, you guys want to take some lobsters for your ride home? Fucking miserable pricks. I know you can't afford them. Fucking cheap fuck.
Jeez, man. Oh, my God.
Got your fucking ego bruised.
That scene.
Look, a year's salary right here.
Bro, stop.
You're making it so much
Stop.
worse.
Stop. You can't help yourself. Stop.
And that's exactly why you're going down. That's exactly why. You think you're unstoppable.
By dinner, I popped a few more on top of some cocktails and a or two.
He's got his Jordan tingle.
Oh, my.
Cool photography.
Jesus.
Wowie. What is even happening?
Please leave this woman alone.
I hate it.
I hate all of this.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Captain tied you up. He almost fucking tased you.
Oh, my God.
Why?
Freaking animal.
Why?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. No,
Oh, this
no,
poor-
no, no, no,
oh,
no.
Oh, I hate it.
This
oh,
woman,
this
bro.
poor woman. This poor woman. This poor
Oh,
woman.
Jesus.
Poor everyone
you were
here.
sexually assaulting these people. Oh, my God.
Swiss custom requires 10 minutes of blah, blah, blah.
Chit-chat.
Chit-chat, thank you,
Small
before
talk.
business can be discussed.
Dude, other parts of the world.
Is that like a formal custom? Or I guess it is and for them.
Under what circumstances would you be obligated to cooperate with an FBI or U.S. Justice Department investigation, for example? Ça dépend. What I'm asking you, Swiss, is are you going to fuck me over?
I understand perfectly, you American shit. If the U.S. Justice Department sent us a subpoena, it would become papier toilette. We would wipe our ass with it.
That's what it's for.
I wonder how many rich guys do
It
this.
was an investigation into stock fraud, which is a crime here in Switzerland, if I'm correct. Then there would have to be cooperation on your part.
Cooperation.
Yes, we would. Assuming the account is under your name. If it were another name, a friend, a camarade.
Cousin?
Cousin, absolument.
So suave.
Whose name would you put it under?
He's telling me to use a fucking rat hole. But a U.S. rat hole would never get into Switzerland with all that money. What I needed was a rat hole with a European passport.
A rat hole.
Sometimes I wonder if you let money get the best of you, my love.
Really? That's what you wonder.
It's that obvious, huh?
It's chilly, darling. You're sweating bullets.
Oh, man. You remember, I was there in the 60s.
Whatever it is, I'll fucking do it. That's the truth.
One of the first honest things you've said.
Yeah.
Addict too.
Well, there are worse things to be addicted to than sex.
Sometimes I feel like I've bitten off more than I can chew.
You're a man with large appetites.
I just so happen to be a plate.
Fucking hitting on me. It's just hard to learn to control the anxiety sometimes, you know? Learn to relax and let go and release the tension.
Wow.
She is hitting on me. Holy shit.
Are you gonna try something?
I suppose we all just need to learn to do what comes naturally in life, you know?
Oh, Lord.
Wowie.
Is he fucking hitting on me?
Oh, my God. Oh, no. Uh-oh.
Oh, my.
Oh, Jesus. Why is this happening?
Stability, dear. Family.
I was going to say.
Thank God.
You take care of my niece, my love. I'll take care of everything over here.
Oh, no.
Thought to myself, who else has a European passport? Now, Brad, as a successful drug dealer,
Oh, my God.
winters in the south of France, which is where he met his wife Chantal, a stripper of Slovenian origin, born in, of all places, Switzerland.
Slovenia.
Like this will take her like 50 trips.
That's insane.
Yeah.
What about her family? I mean, they all got Swiss passports, right? I mean, she's got parents, she's got a brother, right? Brother's got a wife. That's 5 fucking people. 6, 7 trips, boom.
I forgot to tell you, he's got some
My money. I got a couple mil coming in like a week. And when it gets in, I'll give you a call. You come pick it up.
Oh, God. All right.
Give me a call.
When it gets here, I'll give you a call, and you'll come pick it up.
We don't fucking work for you, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you and your entitled ass.
You have my money taped to you. Okay, technically you do work for me.
Wow.
Jesus, you're a dick.
He comes in all loopy and I swear to God, I'm gonna match that douchebag's teeth does.
Whoa.
Oh, Lord. Why are you... Oh, you're freaking drug.
Dress like shit, so fuck you.
What is your...
Whoa,
There it is. There
no.
it is.
You okay? Hey, pal.
The next day, Aunt Emma flew to Geneva.
Oh, my God.
Because the following month, over the course of 6 round trips, Chantal's family and friends smuggled in over $20 million in cash without even a hiccup.
Christchurch.
And I have some more.
Oh, my God.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank
Wow.
you.
Yeah, I guess TSA wasn't really a major thing back then. Not to the degree it is now.
They ain't opening up every bag, I guess.
Who cares? You're blonde.
Who cares you're blonde? Oh, boy.
One fucking day you couldn't keep it together.
I'm fucked up, right?
Yeah, we see that.
Ah!
I'm sober.
You're not sober.
We're smart, important people, unlike you. People who don't sucker punch people when they're scared, okay? I'm
scared.
And by the way, I haven't gotten an
Stop.
apology yet.
Oh, you're making it worse.
Stop.
You're making it so much worse.
You know what? That's not how you treat people.
You got a big fucking mouth. You know, I'm gonna give you a fucking pass. Just give me the case.
The Emperor of Foxville came down from Foxville to give me a pass.
God
Can't
damn
even
it, just
humble
give him the
yourself.
money!
You can't humble yourself for 2 seconds, bro.
What are all the little fuckheads doing
You're
while
making
you're
it
here?
so bad.
I don't want to be out of line or anything, but I think you like me, like you.
Your
You are
ego is
insufferable.
too much.
Please, Benny, give me the fucking case.
He's giving you a lot of grace right now.
You got to take this case. You got to drive straight home. I need you to open up the briefcase. I need you to take out every single dollar.
We're gonna insult him again.
I need you to take it. I need to shove it right up your wife's Latvian. You understand? My fucking wife.
Kill him. Kill this guy. I'm not that kind of person, but oh my God, I hate him. He is the worst.
Did he get shot or something?
Get the hell.
Can't help yourselves.
Hey, you freaking idiot.
Dude, he's gonna murder your ass, dude. Well done to Jonah Hill, but oh my God, I hate this guy. I hate him.
What's that?
20 real lemons. Retired pharmacist client of mine. They've been in the safe for 15 years.
Fucking kidding me?
Oh, Lord.
Lemons.
When it comes to the lemons, was the holy grail.
Uh-oh.
I thought they were like a
3 times as powerful as anything available today.
Oh, no.
He said he was saving these for a special occasion, like a birthday or our money arriving safely in Switzerland.
Oh, Lord.
So that night, I cleared my schedule and I rid my body of anything that could fuck with my high.
Ah! Whatever this needle drop is the...
See how it goes.
My guy says all we need is one.
Oh my... Oh no.
We're gonna take 2 instead?
Salud.
Okay.
Feel anything?
No.
Well, you should take them all then.
Been 35 minutes.
How long does it normally take?
Maybe we built up a tolerance after all these years, huh?
Uh-oh.
But I can't feel shit. They're old.
They're trying to metabolize it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Jordan!
Yeah, babe.
She's preggers again, huh?
Oh.
What are you two retards doing?
We're working out, honey.
Well, Bo Dito's on the phone.
Okay.
Bo Deedle.
Leave the fucking house, Jordan, and then call me from a payphone. This is not a fucking joke, Jordan.
Oh no. Oh boy.
What do you say?
I don't know what the fuck's going on. I gotta go.
Is everything okay, Jordan?
Nice shot.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Bo, what's up? It's me. What's going on? I'm at the payphone. What's going on?
Listen to me carefully. Your little friend there, Brad, your little buddy, he's in jail.
What the fuck's he in jail for? What'd he do?
I don't know.
Oh shit.
Jeez.
You didn't try to bribe this
Yeah,
fucking
you
FBI
did.
agent, did you?
Freaking idiot.
What the fuck you say? I can't
You are that
understand.
stupid.
Say that again.
I said, I want to scam with this.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Jordan, do me a favor. Stay where you are. Don't get behind the wheel of the car. I'm gonna
Oh.
After 15 years in storage, the lemons had developed a delayed fuse.
Oh no.
Oh, Lord.
It took 90 minutes for these little fuckers to kick in, but once they did, I had skipped the tingle phase and went straight to the drool phase.
Oh, no.
I discovered a whole new phase, the cerebral palsy phase.
Holy shit.
Come on, stand up.
This is.
Oh, Lord.
I wonder how he researched this.
Yeah.
I don't even fully understand what Quaaludes are supposed to be.
I think it's supposed to be like muscle relaxers.
God, his eyes.
Oh,
Whoa.
they made him look like more because he's high.
That's a good trick.
Yeah.
The kid makes it look so goddamn easy.
And a kind of funny way to play into the whole Scorsese continuity thing. Like, I know he's got somewhat of a rep for playing a little fast and loose with continuity.
I can roll.
I can roll. Oh, you dumbass.
No, and then cut to the big staircase. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. You're going to get into a freaking accident.
The staircase thing is really funny.
Yeah.
High
I
school
really
John
commend
is-
his physical acting.
Dude, I mean, the thing, like, especially at this phase in his career and for a while now, I feel like Leo goes for these roles that are so unflattering. He's always playing.
Yeah, and they're just so different from him. I imagine that's part of that's the fun. You know, you get to be somebody extremely diverse.
This is bonkers, dude.
I wonder how many takes they did of this. This is insane.
I've seldom wanted to be on a fly on the wall for a scene as much as this specific one right now. This shot.
And yeah, we're just holding it.
That thing's gonna slice you in half, dog.
Closing your legs.
This is a long take.
Where are you?
I want to cut.
I don't know what the fuck you're saying.
I'm happy we have subtitles.
Understand you.
Yeah.
Oh, too far!
What the fuck you saying?
Not the there.
Slide in.
How did it? How?
How? You didn't even close the door? Oh, God.
Oh.
I drove as slow as I fucking could.
Okay, the door is closed already. All right.
I'm gonna be late.
You ate 2 million?
Why are you on the phone?
Get off the fucking phone, idiot.
What the hell?
Oh, God.
You hate 2 million? No, you don't hate 2 million, Donnie.
Oh, I'm making it so worse. You're making it so much bad.
I made it home alive.
Oh, wow.
Not a scratch on me or the car.
Wow. That is impressive, honestly. What does this feel like? Are you just all like big pincushion energy? I don't even know what to describe this as.
Your fucking daughter's in the house.
I know. Oh, this poor kid. I haven't seen your dad like this.
What genre are we even in anymore?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Yes. Ooh. This is so terrible.
This is like some crazy kabuki Like, oh.
Piece of shit. What?
Brad.
You fucking.
This is insane.
What did you do?
He's all tangled up. He's just still on the phone. This guy's probably like, what the hell?
The length of the cord is insane. I remember those phone cords.
Oh my God, don't lean on that freaking glass table, you idiot.
What the hell, dude? Why?
He's eating the ham. Are you going to throw up? Are you choking?
Holy God. Is he going to die?
Jordan, I don't know what the fuck to do. I can't help it.
Heimlich.
Oh my God, I think you should do something. Oh,
Baby, I got you.
Oh my God. No. No, 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 no.
Oh my God.
Is it EpiPen?
No, he's going for...
Oh, Lord.
He's going for... Oh, no,
Oh, wow.
Popeye. No, Popeye. No, don't eat your spinach.
Oh, my God. This is insane.
You can kind of see him tucking it behind the other side in that one shot.
Suicide! Oh, God!
This is madness.
This is truly transcended into some...
He just smacked it out of his mouth.
You're going to break his ribs, dog.
You high motherfucker. You don't know what the fuck you're doing.
You gotta get over here.
He's going to
Dude,
die.
you're going to break his ribs.
Get over here.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh, my God.
You think you're big man? You think
King
you're king?
Kong got nothing on me, or they got shit on me, whatever the line is.
Is it that, the second one?
King Kong ain't got shit on me. My brain, I feel like they do now. I'm on a whole other plane of reality at this point.
Mr. Belfort. Sir, we need to ask you some questions.
Yeah, that's expected.
Let's go. Come on.
I've been
Get
here
up.
all night.
Let's
Been
go.
sitting here all night. What the fuck are you talking about?
When you take it in, fuck you.
Yeah, the wife turned you in, doggy.
Well?
Oh.
Oh.
Unreliable narrator. Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I feel so bad for whoever lent them this car. I know you know what you're getting into, but still. And it's a good tell because you noticed the door was down in the fantasy version, and now it's back up.
Yeah.
Family man. Honey!
I'm a family guy.
It was a miracle I wasn't killed. Or, you know, that I didn't kill anybody else.
Huh.
Me in for questioning, but they couldn't charge me. They had no proof I was even behind the wheel.
Jeez.
Brad did 3 months in jail for contempt because he wouldn't rat Donnie out.
Wow.
I was scot-free, but I had eyes on me like never before.
Of course he did.
You're lucky to be alive, let alone not in jail.
Serious.
I don't believe in luck, right?
But it's time. Please, let me call the SEC and cut a deal before your luck runs out.
Listen to Walt Favreau.
What kind of terms would you be talking about if I,
Plead guilty to a handful of securities violations, stock manipulation, high-pressure sales tactics, pay a couple $1 million in fines, in exchange the SEC fucks off till the end of time.
Seems like you can afford it.
You gotta walk away, right? Let Donnie be in charge.
Don't let Donnie be
Don't
in charge
let
of anything.
Donnie, exactly.
They'll still be pursuing you for criminal wrongdoing. However, with you stepping down voluntarily, my guess is that your best friend, Agent Denham, will be standing around with his dick in his hand.
Can we see that?
You won. What are you going to do? Spend the rest of your life in jail? Is that what you want? No. You got all the money in the world. You need everybody else's money?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. When does the excess stop? Your ego ever be satiated?
It's the most unflattering biopic of all time.
Truly.
Like,
ugh.
for as much swagger as it presents in its style.
I knew the day would eventually come where I'd have to be moving on. And it's truly with a heavy heart that I'm here to say that day is finally here.
Huh. Okay.
Donnie's leadership, along with Nikki Koskoff and Robbie Feinberg, moving into key management positions, this place really it's going to be better than ever, that I promise you.
No. No.
It's gonna be plunged into the ground.
No.
Through the ground and straight to hell.
This right here is the land of opportunity. Stratton Oakmont is America.
Oh, here he goes. Oh, no. No.
Yeah.
Kimmy was one of the first brokers here, one of Stratton's original 20.
Hey.
Most of you met Kimmy, the beautiful, sophisticated woman that she is today. A woman that wears $3,000 Armani suits. Drives a brand new Mercedes Benz. A woman who spends her winters in the Bahamas and her summers in the Hamptons.
Snaps to me.
Her fit is fire, though.
The Kimmy that I met didn't have 2 nickels to rub together. She was a single mom on the balls of her ass with an 8-year-old son.
Oh, wow.
Okay, she was 3 months behind on her rent. And when she came to me and asked me for a job, she asked for a $5,000 advance just so she could pay his son's tuition.
Oh.
You wrote me a check for $25,000.
Wow.
Jeez.
More than enough. Oh.
Wow. Whoa.
Semblance of kindness from this man, surprisingly.
It's because I believed in you, Kimmy. Just like I believe in each and every one of you here today.
I fucking love you, Jordan. I fucking love you.
Jeez.
You do feel like you're in some kind of cult religious ceremony.
Yeah, it really does. And look at all of this. Just all this love, all this adoration, this followership.
Dude, I just love you, man.
Yeah. Feed his ego, yes.
For years, I've been telling you guys never to take no for an answer, right? Never hang up the phone.
Yep.
You know this fucking deal that I'm about to sign, barring me from the securities industry, barring me from Stratton, my home. I'll tell you what it is. It's me taking no for an answer, you know?
Bro.
It's them. It's them selling me, not the other way around. It's
Bro! You can't do it! Bro!
He's not our bro, dude.
Bruh.
I'm not leaving.
Oh, there it is. Of course.
I'm not fucking leaving.
What a delivery.
So outlandish.
He thinks he's untouchable. Your ego is your downfall.
They're gonna need a fucking wrecking ball to take me out
Cut
of
to.
here.
Please cut to a wrecking ball.
Yep.
National Guard or fucking SWAT team, 'cause I ain't going nowhere.
Of course.
Oh.
Oh, he's doing the Matthew McConaughey.
He's become.
He's fully reached McConaughey levels. I wonder what happened to his character.
Yeah, well, that company he was working for went out of business, right?
Yeah.
Because the crash.
Uh-huh.
And we just forget all about him. Like,
yeah.
I feel like that's a thematic choice almost.
And now he's emboldened them with that same level of confidence and recklessness and entitlement that Matthew McConaughey gave to him. Stop trying to off the microphone, damn it.
Jordan Belfort just welched on his deal with the SEC. He is back in the ocean.
Damn.
Yeah, you know you're happy.
Dog.
One step beyond.
Oof.
Interesting choice with that.
Hey.
Time to party big.
Yes, it is.
And just as Brad was released from jail, too,
All the jeez.
I apologized, even offered to pay him for his time in the can. But he said
Wow.
no, that he was out. He
Lord.
didn't want any part of us.
That is quite a suitcase.
2 years later, he was dead.
What?
Massive heart attack.
What?
Same age Mozart.
Oh,
What?
wow.
They have a hell of a lot in common. Anyway, I don't know why that came to mind.
Interesting.
I don't know why that came to mind.
The United States government wants to get me a subpoena. Here's what we do with subpoenas in Stratton Oakmont.
Oh,
You're gonna
yeah.
piss
Here
on
we
it?
go. Here we go. Wow.
You're not even getting in the bucket. You're pissed past it.
He got there at the end. Oh.
Jesus. I don't think he made it in there anyway.
Holden. That's a nice name. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you very much.
What kind of name is that? That is my name.
I do not recall that, okay?
Mr. Min, thank you for coming in today.
You gonna finish the rest of that Danish?
They interrogated everybody.
Had a low blood sugar thyroid thing.
It went on for months. It was a total fucking harassment.
You could have avoided this.
But not a single Strattonite cracked.
Gladys Carrera?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Sorry, I have no recommendation of that.
No.
No idea.
I don't recall that transaction. You guys have any milk?
They're all so loyal to Jordan.
Employees at this firm, and nobody can recall anything about the Steve Madden IPO. I think it's odd.
Who's John Madden?
What's an IPO?
Sweetheart, I have a rare condition which requires me to drink one of those every 15 minutes, please.
Oh, like freaking Matthew McConaughey.
They got shirts. She's got a work shirt that says Naomi.
That's insane.
Hey, Rugrat. We have a problem, okay? Your friend, Steve Madden, is unloading shares.
Oh, Christ. Oh, Christ.
I'm watching the screen, and huge chunks of Steve Madden are being sold, okay? It's not coming from us, so it's got to be Steve. He's the only person with that many shares.
Fudge.
Once you get all our clients on the phone right now and have them start selling Steve Madden, we're gonna drive that fucking price down. Do you hear me? You got to shut the fuck up. This is your fucking friend from high school.
Everyone's got a line read.
Everybody has to.
This
how
it
are they
does seem
function
like the
without it?
only way to get through this life. Captain Ted!
What the hell happened?
Baby!
Did the auntie die?
Oh, no, not Auntie.
Yeah, I feel like auntie died.
And Emma, just wait.
Yeah, you lost your connect.
And Emma is dead.
Oh, no.
You
fucking kidding me?
He only cares about himself. You're an awful person. You're trying to comfort her, but you're just devastated for your own money.
Shuffled off her mortal coil and $20 million stuck in a Swiss bank account.
Oh,
You know, she's not that old.
baby, that's so fucking terrible.
Wow. What a great performance on his part.
Your aunt was such an elegant, attractive woman. Condolences to you.
We're absolutely devastated, thank you.
Attractive woman. Oh, my God.
Now, where does that leave us in regard to her account?
Oh, my
exactly?
God. Immediately.
Not to worry, Jordan, not to worry. Your aunt, before she died, signed a document naming you as her successor.
She did!
That's not great,
That's
though.
probably not good, though.
Well, that's good news.
That's bad news.
Not as of yet. C'est possible, évidemment c'est possible, mais il faut le faire très rapidement.
I can't seem to hear you. Are you speaking English? No. I have to get to Switzerland now.
Dépêchez parce que sinon on va être battu.
Speak English!
Take your suit, take your... Okay, and move your... Bouge ton cul.
Okay, move my... I gotta say, these Swiss were some sneaky. Within minutes, he had me set up with a forger who could fake Aunt Emma's signature.
Whoa.
We're going to Monaco!
But her aunt just died.
I realize that, but I have business in Switzerland. I need to go to Switzerland right now.
Oh, you selfish freak.
We gotta get to London.
Why?
Why? Because her aunt just died. You selfish... Oh, God.
I love your aunt more than anyone in the entire world. I really did.
Wow.
She's dead and she's not going anywhere.
This is the same day.
She'll
This
be
is
dead by the time
crazy.
we get to London, okay?
Ugh.
Captain Ted.
Woofity-doo,
Oh, my God.
dog.
Shea Wiggum.
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
What'd it do?
This little Shay cameo.
We'll drive back to Monaco, take a flight over to London to catch the funeral, be in New York in 3 fucking business days. That's the fucking plan.
I want to let you know there we might run into some chop.
We're not going anywhere unless he says it's safe.
You don't know shit about chop.
You know shit about Chop.
You're a fucking idiot.
Is Chop fine, Captain Ted?
Captain Ted?
Tell him it's safe.
It's gonna be safe because we'll batten down the hatches and secure the deck.
You don't know.
You don't know shit.
Maybe a few broken dishes.
You broken dishes.
This is going to be horrible. You guys are all going to throw up from motion sickness on that boat.
Let's go to fucking Monaco now.
Oh, God. You deserve all of this.
This goes from horrifying to hilarious, like, in an instant. It's like we're in a perfect storm now.
Broadside and tip over! I am a master diver, you hear that? I'm a master diver, no one's gonna fucking die! Okay?
This movie is insane.
This man. Oh, my God.
What the hell's wrong with you, Donnie?
What's not wrong with Donnie?
True. You piss yourself, Donnie? You little piss boy? Yeah, you did.
I fucked up so bad!
Oh, my God.
I will not die sober! Get those fucking...
You are crazy.
Dude, he's in full-ass Gollum mode.
Yeah, man.
That
This
chopper, yeah, I
is
was gonna say, that
terrible. Bye,
chopper's gone.
chopper.
Wow, so long,
Oh,
Whirly
my
Bird.
God. How is this boat still afloat?
This is insane.
Oh, no.
Oh, my
no.
fucking God.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, no.
Ted Beecham on the yacht, Naomi. Shouts out Naomi.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh! Whoa!
It's a miracle you lived through any of this.
Choppered out!
I wonder if this is real, dude. Did this actually happen?
Getting rescued by Italians, they feed you, make you drink red wine, then you get to dance.
Wow.
What?
I guess this did happen. Y'all are in the mood to dance? I guess just to distract from the trauma of what you just went through. So I guess that makes sense.
I mean, you must be elated to have Oh!
What?
Did you see that? That was the plane I sent to come get us.
Oh, wow.
I shit you not, it exploded when a seagull flew into the engine.
What?
What?
For real? Yeah, I want to fact check on this movie. I know Jordan. Is this not?
After all this, I finally got the message.
Yeah. This is based on his autobiography, right?
I know it's based on his life, obviously, but I don't know if it's based specifically on his autobiography. Maybe that's the name of the book. I don't know.
All you need is a strategy. When I was 24 years old, I made a decision, not just to survive.
Yeah, these have to be based on all his commercials. You don't make these unless they're real.
If you don't have the guts to attend Jordan Belfort's straight line persuasion system seminar, then how do you expect to make any money?
Nobody's stopping you from making millions. Don't just sit at home, or the life of your dreams will sail right past.
Hey, because they're on a boat. Oh, nice
Change all
landing.
these people's lives, and I can change yours too. So come to my seminar. The life of your dreams is only good to see.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That's funny as hell.
Yes.
That's funny as hell.
Yes.
That's so funny.
That is hilarious.
I clean up my act, I did rehab, I'm a TV personality, I'm sober for 2 years, and this happens.
Is Leo a 6-foot guy?
Red goes and gets busted down in Miami, and guess who the fuck with? Sorrel.
You gonna beat me? No. Yeah, I know your country. You gotta beat me.
Damn.
There had to be 10,000 Swiss bankers in Geneva, and Rugrat gets the one dumb enough to get himself arrested on U.S. soil.
Wow, bro. This is Points of No Return, the movie.
Even more fucked was that he got busted
Really?
for shit that had nothing to do with me. Something about laundering money through offshore boat racing and a guy named Rocky Aoki, the founder of Benihana.
Oh, wow.
Oh, snap.
Why, God? Why would you be so cruel as to choose a chain of fucking hibachi restaurants to take me down?
Why not? It had to be something.
Long story short, Sorrel rats me out, but not before he rats out Brad's wife, Chantal, who it turns out he'd been every time she went to Switzerland.
Oh, wow.
Woof,
That's
woof,
crazy.
woof, woof.
What a twist.
Wow, 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 wow.
One count engaging in conspiracy to commit securities fraud. One count engaging in conspiracy to commit money laundering. 21 counts money laundering. One count obstruction of justice.
Oh my god.
Bail is set at $10 million.
Oof.
What?
Biggest of oofs.
I gotta check her credit.
Yeah, she looks familiar as well.
You okay there, bud?
How you doing, brother? You know, shitty, pal. I'm hanging in there.
Shitty at my glorious mansion.
Piece of jewelry. Check that out. Can't leave the house.
There's no way this guy's gonna be in a jail.
Starting to get cabin fever already.
That wig wearing. I can't believe that fucking guy. I want to kill him.
Swear to God, I want to choke him to death. Irresponsible little prick.
Yes, he's the irresponsible little prick.
I'm never eating a Benihana again. I don't care whose birthday it is.
I don't care whose birthday it is.
They're in the house there.
Oh,
You can say hi. She
Christ.
probably won't wave back.
Naomi, sweetheart.
Christ Jesus.
Hey, babe.
There it is.
Yeah.
How's morale? You all pissed off because they have to make money legally now?
I got the founding partners together.
No more Stratton.
Talked to them about everything, and I got you. The house, money, don't worry about it. I got you.
How are you not, like, incriminated in all this?
Yeah. What? How?
You're just as guilty as he is.
No, right?
If not more so.
You're more insufferable somehow.
You want a beer, pal? Like a non-alcoholic beer. It's got no alcohol.
Oh, he's got that Tom Holland shit.
Hey, Bureau.
You drink enough, and if you drink a lot, they get you fucked up.
No, there's no alcohol. That's the fucking point.
I'm not a scientist. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Can't comprehend.
I don't drink anymore.
Oh, you want to go inside and blow some lines of bacon powder? Can't imagine ever not enjoying getting up. I love it. I was being sober.
I'm sure you do. We know you do.
There's a term, and we don't like to use it unless circumstances dictate, and I think they do dictate in this case, and the term is Grenada. Have you ever heard of Grenada?
Grenada.
Grenada is very interesting because it is a small island nation that was invaded by the United States of America in 1983. It's about 90,000 people.
Okay. I know I've heard this referenced in history.
This case is unlosable.
Oh,
you know, we
no.
can come in, we can never hang it out of our pants. Nobody gives a fuck. I'm gonna win.
He lost.
Or what's known as a Grenada.
I Oh my god, dude.
You're looking at real prison time.
Oh, her.
Money laundering can get you as much as 20 years.
Damn, son.
Case couldn't be stronger if we caught you shoving cash in your mattress.
All right.
What's going to be the downfall?
You're rotting away in jail till your kids get out of college. That's not our ambition here. There's other people involved in this, too. We think they need to see their day in court as well.
Yeah, get Jonah Hill in there.
Why do I sense there's an offer in the air?
Look at him. He's got a sense.
Eh?
Full cooperation. He provides us with a comprehensive list of all the co-conspirators spanning the last 7 years, and he also agrees to wear a wire.
Whoa.
What does that mean? You want me to rat? We want you to rat. That's fucking exactly what we want you to do. To rat.
The only blunt, honest man in the room.
Yeah, seriously. He's been in like 2 scenes and he's got so much presence in this movie.
He really does.
Babe, I spoke to the lawyers again today. I have some really, really great news. Turns out you're completely off the hook, honey.
I know that already.
You know, you knew about all this shit going on.
Yeah, like, come on.
It turns out all the FBI really wants from me is to cooperate. Turns out I have so much information about the stock market and Wall Street, I could save the government years of heartache, not to mention countless dollars.
There's a way to spin it.
If I do decide to cooperate, I might only be looking at 4 short years. We could start fresh, maybe sell the house.
She doesn't care. She's trying to divorce your ass, bro.
Yeah.
She's so checked out.
Happy for me. She'd be happy for the both of us.
Ugh. 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 No.
Oh. Nah.
Jordan.
She's done, bro.
No.
No, Jordan,
She's
stop
saying
it.
no, bro. Chill.
Ew, ew,
no.
ew. Fuck that. No, fuck that
Yeah,
noise.
fuck that entirely.
So uncomfortable.
Great. Oh, God.
That was great for you?
Oh,
Jeez.
bro.
I want a divorce.
As you should. As you freaking should.
Get out, sis.
Just make love to me. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's what you call that?
You don't love me anymore, huh? Now that I'm under federal indictment with an electronic bracelet around my ankle, now you decide you don't fucking love me anymore.
Yes.
Is that right?
No.
You are the victim, my guy.
I'm gonna take custody of the kids. If you agree to the divorce right now, I will allow visitation. Don't try to fight it. It'll save us both a lot of money, and I got a feeling you're gonna need it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not taking my kids, sweetheart. You hear me?
Do you care about them?
Yeah, it's just an extension of your ego. You see you spend any time with them.
You're not fucking taking my children, you vicious fucking cunt.
Whoa.
I'm not fucking taking my goddamn fucking kids. You hear me?
Whoa.
Here we go.
He wants to do some drugs right now. Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Jesus.
The stash.
The relapse. Oh, wow, in the cam.
Wow,
All the Quaaludes.
bro.
Wow.
Wow,
Oh,
dude.
Jesus.
Scar-faced up.
It's 2 years down the drain.
Oh, God, that sound.
It's all been one shot.
Just snorking hard.
This is why you can't keep your kids, dude.
You're sick. You think I would let my kids near you?
Look at yourself.
My lawyer said that you're going to prison for 20 years, Jordan. You're never going to see the kids again. Don't you fucking touch them.
Wow.
Wow! Whoa, 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 whoa,
With
whoa,
the
whoa,
gut
whoa,
punch.
whoa,
That was
whoa.
fucking crazy.
Daddy, you right? You're coming on a trip with Daddy.
This is a scary scene.
Yeah, dog.
This movie has a very interesting balance of the whole, like, riding the high versus shit gets real tone shift. Oh, this is so...
There you go. Get your legs.
You just got coked the hell up, and now you're about to drive your kid.
Like, this is
You're
like
gonna
a...
break the garage. You're gonna break the garage. Whoa!
Whoa, my...
Holy shit!
God.
Your kid is scared, bro.
Bro!
You just hurt your kid and yourself.
Dude. Oh.
You're really not gonna give visitation now.
Honey, it's okay.
This is like really sad.
It's horrible.
Like
man.
I kind of want to cry. This is like really, really ugly now.
Ooh, with the blood gushing immediately after. Yeah, I mean, you're a monster, dude.
Breathe normally.
Including wearing a recording device.
5 minutes. You'll forget you even have it on.
Yeah, I love how his vibe's totally different now.
Must not commit or attempt to commit any further crime.
Please.
You should sign the fucking thing already. Just
I know you're not paying attention.
That'd be good.
That'd be good.
For the next 6 hours, I came up with a list. Friends, enemies, business associates, anybody who'd ever known me or taken so much as a stock tip.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Hometown hero.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's Wolfie, all right.
First name on the list was Donnie.
Please take Donnie down.
Do you ever get back to you about that account?
Wow, real one.
Yeah.
You know, you remember it was like 4 or 5 mil, something like that, right? Take back 4 or 5 mil, was it?
Why did you think you could trust this guy to keep it cool?
I was fucked up, Jordan. You know, so I don't remember.
Well, you know, if he calls you, you make sure and contact me, okay?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, no, of course.
They gotta be able to parse the.
You need that last piece of yellowtail, bud.
It's all yours.
I'll take the yellowtail, please. Thank you.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of showcasing like this fear / heartbreak in his face.
How's Naomi and everything?
You know how it is. She hates my fucking guts.
I wonder why.
She's still alive, so my life is fucked, you know.
Jesus. I wonder how you could make this movie knowing what he did and him not serve any time, Donnie.
You got a visitor.
How many more hours are left in this movie? We don't know what happens to Donnie yet.
This is true. This is very
I don't
true.
know if he's dead by now.
'Cause I'm like, could you put that in a movie if he's isn't incriminated?
It's weird. Whilst asleep, he looked like Dermot Mulroney.
I need you to get dressed.
What the fuck's going on?
Great shot. Bro!
You're going to jail.
Damn, dog. How'd you get that?
Donnie fucked you?
Did Donnie, is he already like on the hook and he sold you out?
Oh.
We'll give you a hand with that.
Sure.
That's crazy.
Putting on no more airs, Kyle Chandler.
Donnie got you.
The moments of double acting throughout this movie are fascinating.
Yeah.
I've still been thinking about that one scene where he's like pretending to be upset about Aunt Emma.
Delete.
Yeah. And he's like clearly rattled and he's feigning sadness to her about one thing when he's really sad about another.
Mm-hmm.
Holy
shit.
Then you will know. Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no way that you make this movie with these characters and those people don't. I feel bad for her.
Yeah, she was the one
with the kid who went to college.
I mean, everyone who's here must suck, but like, I hate her the least.
Yeah.
I gave up everyone, and in return, I got 3 years in some hellhole in Nevada I'd never even heard of.
3 years? I thought it was 4 years. You had even less time.
Like my pops, Mad Max, had said,
You got off
the
pretty
chickens
easy.
had come home to roost. Whatever the fuck that means.
Go into the light, my son.
Mr. Belfort has distinguished himself in terms of his cooperation. Mr. Belfort has helped the government win convictions of over 24 serious offenders.
Jeez.
And helped them recover millions of dollars to be made available for restitution to their victims.
Well, that's good.
The sentence of the court shall be 36 months in federal prison.
I don't even know if that's enough. $2 million out of how many millions they made?
Please remand the defendant.
Hey, howdy, Jordan. How far we've come, how far we fall.
Arguably not.
It's okay.
Far enough. Because those are just the things the movie told us about. Imagine things they didn't tell us about.
Yeah. Wow. He's on the subway. It's a fun callback.
Uh-huh.
Out here with the real people.
Yep. Yeah, you did the right thing, dog.
This is something interesting about his character, because he also just, in a moment like that, you're like, oh yeah, this guy seems like he almost makes an effort to live in reality with people.
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed to admit it. When we arrived to prison, I was absolutely terrified, but I needn't have been. See, for a brief, fleeting moment, I'd forgotten I was rich.
Yeah, back down to the beginning.
And I lived in a place where everything was for sale.
Yeah. Pay a big enough fine, you get luxury jail.
Wouldn't you like to learn how to sell it?
I'm telling you some real bad but this guy, my good friend, Mr. Jordan Belfort, is the single baddest I have.
There's the real Jordan.
So I want you right now to
Wow,
give
that's so funny as a cameo in his own movie.
New Zealand welcome for my good friend and the world's greatest sales trainer, Jordan Belfort.
That's really him?
That's the real guy. That's the real Jordan Belfort.
I'm surprised he lived this long.
Yeah.
Thank you. Wow. He must feel real good about himself. Leo playing him.
Oh, has to be. Has to feel good.
Sell me this pen.
Oh, the white leather frame, yeah.
and taking away the striations.
It's an amazing pen for professionals.
Sell me this pen.
It's a nice pen.
Frank
you can
Castle's
use the pen
behind
to write down thoughts from your life so you can remember.
What are the uses for a pen?
This pen works, and I personally love this pen.
I personally
Don't make it about
love
you. Make it
this
about
pen.
them. Make it something that they need.
God, they're just drinking from him. Oh my God.
The Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh my God, dude.
What happened to Donnie? Did he go to jail?
I am in a daze. My brain has turned into liquid mush. Gang.
It was a journey.
Rodrigo Prieto. Oh. All right. Thelma Schoonmaker, or Schoonmaker, however you say her name. Longtime Marty editor. And boy, howdy, what an interesting... Robbie Robertson. What an interestingly edited piece. Anyway, hi, guys. We just watched The Wolf of Wall Street. We lived through The Wolf of Wall Street.
We survived The Wolf of Wall Street.
We are on Wolf of Withdrawal Street now. Cold turkey at the end of the movie here.
Caw. Oh my God.
I just want to. Oh, it is Jean Dujardin. That's his name. Damn, I
What a
thought
time.
Jean Dujardin was a different guy. But yeah, I think he's the guy from The Artist. Anyway, hi, guys.
Hola.
If you happen to be here at this point of the video, sell me a like. Listen.
Sell me this pen.
Listen. All right. What are you going to do? You're going to go home? You're going to watch something else on YouTube?
The
No.
Fugazi,
You need the Jaguar. No, nay. The Rolls Royce. The Bugatti of YouTube reaction videos. And you owe it to yourself. Really, you can't afford not to in this economy.
No, you can't.
Leaving a like on the video.
Leave
While
a
the story is
frickin'
based
like.
on actual events, shit was partially fictionalized because, of course. But also, hey, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified when more crazy-ass movies like this come out on the channel in reaction form. Also, if you want to watch the full movie alongside Aaron and myself with your own copy that you can use to sync up with, you can come on over to patreon.com/TheRealRejects, where you can sync up with our full-length reaction watch-along. There's a time code for you. Keep you oriented. We got tons of them over there. Anything that's got a reaction highlights reel here on the channel probably has a watch along at the Patreon, as well as some exclusive shows and stuff that we cover over there. We got a bunch of lovely people who like to chime in, stoke the fires of our post-watch discussion. You get a little glimpse at our shooting schedule. You can save yourself on a little rejectnationshop.com merch if you like. Sell me this shirt.
I was going to say that. I will. You need it. It's great stuff, great quality. It's comfortable. It's something you need. You need some crossover merch, some crossover nerdisms, so the people will know that you're a cool cat.
The credits are still playing, and they've made a whole song on the back of this humming Matthew McConaughey thing.
Wow. Impressive.
Bonks. Also, hey, if this is something that you actually were able to see on YouTube, say a big thank you to the folks over at Prepper, because good Lord, I have no idea how we're going to do
be able
this
to show
one.
a third of the movie.
Every shot's going to be blurred. Every other word will be censored. We don't like having to censor stuff, but to get it visible for you guys on the YouTube, this one's going to be rough. So, hey.
If you want our full, unedited watch along, you can get it at Patreon.
That's right.
Get the whole thing, all the profanity and debauchery over at patreon.com.
You know, with your, we can't show the whole thing to you.
We can't show
with
no,
your
to watch
copy.
along.
You can revel, yeah. So anyway, I think that's all the housekeeping. Aaron,
Johnny Boy,
new role model established.
Lord.
How inspired are you on a scale from 1 to 10, and which stocks should I be investing in as soon as we end this video?
Oh, you should put your stock in not being corrupted. This movie was definitely a ride, to say the least. It was interesting as an exercise in Martin Scorsese's ability to make something entertaining despite how unlikable the people you are watching.
Yeah.
I felt like this was a 3-hour ride of wildness and insanity and just showing how absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's thoroughly entertaining even in that. And I was surprised by that fact. And it's so funny watching a movie again for the first time in a long time, watching a movie from a different place in life, because we live obviously in a capitalistic society. So watching a movie about the excess of greed and then seeing how so many people want to acquire that, and especially there's so many more forms of acquiring that today, and just the lengths in which people will go to have unlimited, untapped power, and with that power, the untapped limits of whatever the hell they want to do, and the entitlement that comes with the power and corruption of those things. I thought all the performances were really strong in the movie, very believable, very present, very lived in. The way that it was shot was very unique in the sense that it was both visually interesting, but also the editing and the cutaways, kind of how you were saying during the reaction itself, were something I don't think I've seen in many other movies. And it was part doc in the way that he was speaking to the audience, but also these random cutaways, not random, but these inserts that just added a little bit of punch to the movie. I just thoroughly enjoyed the time, even though I didn't like the people I was watching. I was thoroughly engaged, and I feel like this is very much a cautionary tale film about just the corruption of greed, and just how some people just should not have power or access to that much money, because it just emboldens them to be more horrible than they would be if they didn't have that power.
Yeah. This movie fits into a genre I like to call the point of no return core. Like Breaking Bad has that. These aren't quite the same, but like there's these stories that are about characters where you're like, shit, if you stopped any number of places if you chose any number of the points of no return along this road, you could have gotten out.
You could have been fine.
And I mean, for all intents and purposes, I feel like, Jordan Belfort, I don't know much about his actual life. It certainly seems like no amount of consequence will ever make it so that he's not comfortable. So, I don't know.
Reach a certain level of wealth where you are untouchable, even if you do go to jail. You live a comfortable, cushy life in prison, and then still get out and be able to have riches and a business and everything.
Yeah, this was a fascinating version of what this is, because, like Martin Scorsese, I feel like, is one of the things he often does with his movies is, the rise and fall, the sort of allure of power and the high life, and the both the high and the crash of that. I feel like especially his crime stuff is flavored with that. Obviously, like Goodfellas is a sort of go-to example of a story like that, where made man, and then all of a sudden shit goes sour. And that movie, as I remember it, it's been a minute since I watched Goodfellas. I feel like that movie has a slightly more even blending of like when the shit starts to turn, like the fun goes away, whereas this is like kind of freewheeling and like no matter what ugly or threatening circumstance arises, they just like meet it with partying even harder.
Yeah.
And that's like the cope for everything. So it gives it this dizzying, overwhelming, maximalist quality where it carries the sort of like fun of the tone. I don't know exactly what words to put that into, but like it continues this sort of like crazy fun and games way longer than I'm used to in a movie like this from Scorsese. Mm-hmm. And like the crash is fascinating because it's like, you're very well aware early on that like this is a cautionary tale. This is not, role model shit. And I mean, this is a movie that is a bit of a Rorschach test, and I feel like a lot of, again, Scorsese joints can be. I like that he seems to want to just observe the banality of greed and corruption and crime and rage and narcissism and all these things and kind of present them to you in a way that doesn't necessarily prescribe you a reading. And I find it funny because, you know, I'm watching this movie going like, fuck this guy. You know, like I cannot wait to see the downfall because like this is ridiculous and this is like such high intensity debauchery and disregard for anyone. It's like, yeah, it's the true perversion of wealth and means. And yeah, like I can see why you would look at this and be like, this is glorifying this and it's gross. But at the same time, like I at no point in this movie felt that way. Mm-hmm. So it's like an interesting thing because I'm sure some people would watch it and be like, oh, how could you depict all this? And like, it's like eating too much candy and then being force-fed more candy after that. Because at a certain point in the early on part, you're like, you know, when he's still an underdog, you're like, oh, you know, but what if I had some of these skills, you know? Like, look at what they're talking about, the opportunity to make this money and things like that. And I think, you know, it's smart that they choose a space where, especially with the penny stocks, you're like, okay, you have to have a pretty low moral standard in order to be okay with doing this ever at all. It's fascinating because there are multiple points during the movie where I was sitting there going like, God damn, this scene is going on forever. And like the rhythm it's not like watching one of those Judd Apatow era comedies where you're like somebody forgot to edit the movie and they just put all the footage in and like, you know, chose willy-nilly where to put the coverage. Like this is like so precise and it's clearly made by, you know, people at the top of craft. And yeah, it's fascinating. Like it's an interesting thing because this movie has a reputation again for being overbearing with its point or overbearing with just its excess in general. And I'm sitting here in an interesting way because I'm like, yeah, this is excessive. This is 3 hours. You get the point. Scorsese also has a thing with some of his movies where this is like what I only saw Killers of the Flower Moon the once, but what I remember about that movie is it being an experience where once you understand what the movie's doing, you understand what the movie's doing, and you're either on board with that or this is going to be a really long watch for you, or you're going to turn it off. And this has that quality of like, I know what this is doing, and to your point, it is on the strength of the fact that such good work is going into this. Like, the cast is showing the fuck up, and sorry, I shouldn't swear so much in these videos. Just the world we've been in for
swearing,
3 hours.
Swearing.
Yeah. Hold on a second. All right. So, what am I trying to say about this movie? No, it gets to a brain liquefying degree, and it makes its point. But I think the point is also emphasized in the It's weird. It's like I could never fault anybody for looking at this movie and going like, you could trim so much shit out of this because there are multiple scenes where they're sitting around and they're bullshitting and they're doing drugs, and you're just like, I get it. But the point is sort of like, look how empty this all is, and look how much like fun they're having, but in a really sad kind of way. And it's like unhinged, and it's like a little bit of a nightmare, a lot of it. And oh god, like even the fun stuff looks like no fun. Like this looks like watching a rager that you're like, I like a party, but thank God I'm not at that party.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I appreciated the movie's honesty or at least Jordan Belfort's honesty.
Like honesty.
Yeah, at least the sense of like, look, he wrote this book about himself and they made a movie, and he comes off horrible. In the movie. I'm like, you put this out here willingly.
Yeah.
And then had it adapted willingly.
It's so unflattering.
Yeah.
He's fucking crawling around on his face, drooling.
He slapped and punched his wife and then took his kid after doing a line of coke.
Like, there's some disturbing stuff in this. We're going to have to also, I guess,
censor
check
some
out
stuff.
Don't worry.
Okay.
This was going to be a concern anyway. Because like to talk about this movie, you have to talk about subject matter. It's hard to talk about on YouTube. But yeah, like it is like once you get to those late moments where like the veneers are really off and the rot
Except for Jonah Hill.
I know this is based on a real guy. I am not a bloodthirsty person, but like I've never wanted to see a fictionalized person die on screen more. I've never experienced that.
So let me ask you.
I hate this guy. This guy is the worst guy. I fucking hate this guy.
There was one scene that took you out close to the first half of the movie where your head was just down and you were just like out, right? And it was like the little person throwing scene or where they're talking about.
That's one of those scenes. It goes on so long and it's so stupid and it's so disrespectful and it's so it demonstrates the fact that these guys have no frame of reference for any type of humanity.
But yeah, they're so detached from it because they don't view people as people. They view people as pawns to further their own gains. So I was wondering what was going through your head during that scene. Because you weren't even looking at the screen at one point. I feel like your head was down for like 30 seconds.
And part of me in that moment was like, I should pull my head back up and observe the frames at least. But in my head, I was also kind of aware, like, I've been watching this scene for what feels like a few minutes now. I know what angles they're working with in this scene. And lo and behold, when I pulled my head back up, it was the same couple of angles going back and forth. So I didn't feel like I was missing anything because I could still hear it. But it is a movie that you kind of have to pull your head out of once in a while, like come up for air from.
It's just a very different, obviously, crowd of people that we would ever really associate with in real life. And it was there were points and we're like, damn, this is like awful to watch, especially the poor flight attendant on the plane, and then just his wife, and even before, I'm like, this is like, I don't even know if this is consensual. What's happening in the bed with them, and then she was like,
that definitely crosses a nasty line, and I mean. The way she commands the end of that scene is interesting, but like the first part of that exchange, that physical exchange, is no good, no bad content. And that's actually one element of the movie that, in hindsight, I wonder if is much toned down.
But it probably is toned down. But the fact that it's in here at all, and the guy himself wrote it, I was like, commend you on your honesty, at least in this, at least what you're willing to say that's not in your book or the adaptation.
Yeah, like embrace the geek show of your life, and it is fascinating because I'm like, this guy clearly knows that this is the next best way he can capitalize.
Yeah, because he wasn't doing the drugs, wasn't drinking alcohol, and he was like struggling. He needed advice for him to feel better, and the only thing that he had available to him in his own perception was his sex. He was also a sex addict, but he didn't care about her experience. He just wanted to get himself off.
Well, and that's, I mean, I don't know all the ins and outs of sex addiction, but I'm sure that is part of it. It's probably not about anybody you're with at all, more so just a million things to do with you. And like it is interesting because you have this existence of this at all, which suggests that the guy who's making this, wants to capitalize off of it somehow. And, for, again, I had a point to this. It's like it is such an ugly biopic in it. Nobody comes off looking any good, no matter, like, the only person who looks good at all is the FBI agent, and we don't get to know him at all.
Not
so
really.
Like, it's a fascinating thing, and I think the movie itself is interesting because, like, what people hate about it, I think, is part of what makes it interesting, is because, like, this movie seems very aware of what it is and what it's doing. And so there is a hazard in casting someone as well-known, as charming, as top-line movie star as DiCaprio to add extra attraction and extra charm to this guy who is already a very effective snake oil salesman, cult leader guy. And so, like, it's good casting in context, but it's also good casting for the greater, to me, Rorschach test the movie's trying to pose to you. Because can you see past the charm and the familiarity of Leo and the outlandishness of the hijinks, the comedy of the hijinks?
I feel like some people can't. I feel like that's the scary part. People think, this is awesome.
This is...
Like, people are, like, inspired to this after watching this movie.
Absolutely one of the premier options in the, if you idolize this, you've missed the point starter pack.
Yeah.
Like, throw this guy, throw Tyler Durden, Don Draper, anybody you can. And there are people who do look at this guy who are trying to, occupy these types of high-level financial careers who absolutely idolize this dude, even now, even still.
Like, I imagine if the character of Jordan Belfort watched this movie, but it was a different guy at this point in time, he would watch this movie. He's like, okay, I can do that. That looks awesome. Just I'll do it smarter than
but
you
I
did
would
it.
get caught. Yeah, and like it's fascinating because again, like you have to have some kind of acumen to be able to achieve what this guy achieved, but also like it is an illustration of that fact where it's like, yeah, absolute power corrupting, but also just like once there are no mountains to climb, once like the whole world is of access to you and no rules matter, then like you're gonna go bored out of your mind and like seek out depraved pleasures and fancies and you know stuff to. There's like a reason why, even though they're like sort of frightened in the chop scene, at the same time you're sort of like, in a sick way, I bet you guys are getting off on this somehow.
Yeah,
like,
and I also had that feeling during the scene where she was throwing water in his face, and you find out who what's the girl's name?
Yeah.
Like Venice. Yeah, you find out who Venice is. And like, oh, you probably just had so much depraved sex. This is the only way you can get off anymore.
I'm surprised this wasn't a kinkier movie, to be honest.
It's very
I guess
raunchy,
it doesn't
but
really
kinky,
factor into the main. Yeah, it's like, when he's with the dom, I'm like, oh, of course, and not to shade anybody who's like kinky. Like there are many rungs on the societal ladder that you could also then intermingle the connotations with. But yeah, like for a guy like this, I have to imagine that's a constant occurrence.
Oh, for sure.
You got to be getting that candle wax treatment all the time, and and various other things, I'm sure.
Yeah, with how much debauchery and sin you've allowed into your life, yeah, it's the floodgates are open. But that's the thing. I don't think that having this level of access of money immediately puts you in the position to be someone who is living that debaucherous life. Like, hell, we're seeing that shit with the going on with Diddy right now, And this movie was surprisingly devoid of baby oil, but I feel like, something like this, like money and freedom and power, I'm like, does it corrupt or does it just unlock what was already there? But now you have access to the things because you feel like you have no limitations.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's probably some of both, but I would imagine it's largely more the direction you're heading in.
Like, I feel like you were already that person. Now you just have access to explore it.
Well, and that's part of what is interesting because you glimpse Jordan so briefly at the beginning-ish as who he was before.
Mm-hmm.
And, he's a bit of a blank slate everyman at the top. Not everyman, but like, he's just kind of like, oh, I'm really happy to be here and I just want to do the best work I can. And, I'll do my best for you, sir. And then like he says that lunch with Satan, he has that meeting with the devil with Matthew McConaughey. And then the descent into a whole other guy, begins. But yeah, it does make you wonder who was underneath there to begin with.
I feel like that's who he was. You just had gained the access and power and then, just slipped into the thing. And we're going to obviously have questions, so I don't want to get too ahead of the stuff here. But I was like, by the end, I'm like, I don't know if he really changed. I feel like he just changed because he had to change.
I don't think he changed at all. Like, I he's out here selling me this pet. I don't know.
He still gets the high off of the cell. And just the power.
Yeah, and like on the one hand, I'm like, as long as you're still here on Earth and these are what skills you have, I get it. You got to find a place to apply them. But at the same time, it does somewhat reek of like, I'm going to get my way back into this world any way I can, even if it's just empowering the next generation. And the scary idea that so many people, to end the movie on a shot of these people's hopeful faces as they're wrapped with attention and they're beholding this guy who at this point, it must be public knowledge in the universe of his rise and fall, and now people are coming to learn from him. So like people clearly, are willing to look past all of that.
Well, so I feel like a certain sector of people, because like yourself, most people don't even know. One, I didn't know who Jordan Belfort was before this movie came out, and two, most people don't even know what he looks like. Like,
yeah,
you didn't even know what he looked like
before.
before.
He looked like, yeah. This was quite something. I like this. I know some people hate this movie, and I get it. And I don't know if I would be compelled to like argue you out of that, but I do think this is one of the more interesting exercises in excess that better justifies. I get why this movie exists the way it does, and I feel like, again, the complaint that like you could cut so much stuff out is kind of part of the point. Weirdly, like I feel like in a weird way, this being 3 hours of debauchery, just encroaching more and more and more on you, is like sort of the point, and criticism sort of pales in the face of that, because like, well, yeah, of course you could cut some stuff out and streamline this and make it shorter, but like it's not a draggy movie necessarily, except for those couple moments where you're like, holy shit, this conversation about the whole little people target bullseye conversation that goes on forever, like moments I'm like, okay, I get the point. But then again, I think the movie's purpose is sort of to overstay the point and overstate itself, because this is a world of extreme overstatement and maximalism at all times. So like for the movie to be maximal and also be this polished is interesting to me anyway, because I've seen other movies where it's like nobody edited this, and I've seen other Scorsese movies that run this length where I have felt more justifiably you could fine tune it.
That's so interesting. I didn't really feel the runtime while watching it.
Not much.
Yeah. And
surprisingly. Because it's so madcap.
It's so madcap. There's so much stuff all happening all the time. And even though certain scenes are long, I still feel like it's well-paced, because the dialogue, though debaucherous and horrible, is still entertaining. It's like I was never bored watching the movie.
Well, it's because it's still got rhythm. It's that thing where like the contrast is like the scenes will be going on, but you're like, I get if you want to isolate and just go like, oh, you like the stuff that you shot and you want to keep it all, like, then I get it. And it's like, well, the scenes are still rhythmic and there's still like, you know, good filmmaking on display, as opposed to like, you know, a too long scene in some bantery comedy where, again, just like nobody could contain themselves, and like half the stuff in here is not great improv. Like there's stuff in here in moments like that you could trim, where I was still sitting there going like, is this in the script? Are they improvising this? It just feels like the crosstalk is so, again, overwhelming and fast and rapid. And
yeah, it's funny that this movie is about a guy with a bunch of other people that are high functioning drug addicts, and this movie feels like it was made on cocaine, but from a very competent director.
I find Scorsese fast, and you know, certainly he's had his bouts with, you know, vices and substances and all sorts of. A guy who's had some of these direct experiences clearly made the movie. But I really appreciate the way, in general, Scorsese seems to be thoughtful, even when he's dealing with very pulpy, debauched characters, worlds, etc. There's something about his eye and just like the lens, in the greater sense, through which you're seeing the movie, curated by auteur Martin Scorsese, that always feels like somehow... like it's observing rather than prescribing, and it allows you, like, I can always tell that this is just me, I guess, projecting and interpreting, but I can always feel like the moral compass of his underneath it, because I feel like he's like a Christian and stuff like that, and like he doesn't always make movies about gangsters and shit, but you know, there's something about him behind the camera that like provides this spiritual counterweight that, again, helps, I don't know, and it's in all sorts of little choices, but it helps, I think, for me to counteract the whole, like, this is glorification thing. Because just, like, it's never, it's like, it's fun to watch in the way so many, like, soon to be, like, when you know cringe is coming, when you know, craziness is going to ensue, like, it's that kind of fun. It's, like, painful fun. It's like watching a Fockers movie. It's like, it's like watching one of those comedies where it's like everything that can go wrong will go wrong, except it's just like crime that you know is going to be, you know, paid for eventually. Yeah. So, this is a fascinating movie. This is one of the more fascinating whatever this is that I've beheld, I think. But we got some questions.
We got a thick boy questions.
Yeah. Well, let's get it going. I'm sure any other points we have to make will be covered here. Malik, starting off with you. Malik has this to say. I love this movie. The stacked cast, the strong performances from Leonardo and Margot. Absolutely. And Margot, again, like putting her on the map, dude. Aside from Great Gatsby, this is one of my favorite roles for Leo. And this was my introduction to Margot Robbie.
Likewise.
I heard her Brooklyn accent, Long Island, and thought she'd be perfect for Harley Quinn. That's another thing, too. Oh, goodness. I hadn't even thought of that at the time, even though we referenced her. But yeah, just for her to actually get cast as her years later. Jonah was another standout for me as well, aside from Leonardo and Margot's performance. Which character stood out to you the most?
I would say, well, Matthew McConaughey, for his short, brief appearance, was magnanimous, and I felt like he just really ate that scene up, and especially, being with one of the greatest actors of our time, Leo, the both of them just being so captivating in that scene. But I feel like an unsung hero of this movie, we kind of talked about it, was Kyle Chandler. In the few scenes that he did have, he was really captivating, and even though he was the character that was more reserved or more quiet, you still felt his power in the scene, even though Leo was the one who thought he was in control. And especially, I'm talking about the scene on the boat, and then he was one of the few people that stood up to Jordan in a blunt way. We're like, I don't like you. I don't care about your money. I don't care about your power. I got you, motherfucker. Sorry. So yeah, I really appreciated that from him. Unsung hero.
Yeah. I mean, it's impossible to ignore Jonah Hill and
Jonah Hill, obviously.
And I mean, good work. I fucking hated watching that guy in the effective kind of way, in the way that is intentional. So props. I hated that guy though. Yeah, I would say like the Kyle Chandler, that one scene on the boat is so great. And again, it's one of those examples of double acting where it's like, okay, this guy is clearly like, I think that's, again, this movie speaks, even the existence of the book and the movie speak to the like shamelessness of this man, because this movie makes him look dumb too. On top of that, that whole yacht scene is dumb as hell, like dumbest choice. And this guy can't help himself, and he's such a narcissist, and he always thinks he's in control. And I love it. You caught it, like that second where you're like, oh shit, I stepped in it. I just laid the bribe. I couldn't help myself. I couldn't stop. And yeah, I loved watching Kyle Chandler play off of him as naive and as, just sort of a more light-humored guy, and like, oh, we're chums and pals. And then the way the scene ends, where they're still carrying on the veneer of having a nice conversation, even though everyone knows like what's happening here and what we feel about each other.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, that's the lion's share of his real performing time. But yeah, I as the one character who's not tied up in all this, I really appreciated him. It was really fun to see Jean Dujardin as the Swiss bank guy. I just think he's got such a fun, charming, just vibe.
Also Bernthal. Bernthal's always great, for the small role he had. I feel like he was very, very present, and very active, and it was very entertaining watching him and Jonah Hill kind of go back to back, and how reserved he was in the face of Jonah Hill being the most unlikable person on the planet within the specific context of this movie. Yeah, I feel like he did a great job with that.
I'm sad he didn't get to beat the shit out of him.
Me too. He just got one punch in. Yeah. He can knock his stupid teeth out.
One punch! I also like the lady who he gave $25,000 to.
She was good for her small role.
She was good. And hey, Margot Robbie, I mean, like, I guess I expected, like, when she comes into the movie, it seems like, oh man, she's about to become another lead. And then she kind of is, but then eventually, once Jordan loses interest, we see a lot less of her anyway. But I thought, yeah, as a star-making role for her, this was...
Also, what's her name? His first wife. Very small role, but she's always so great. Is it Christina Milioti? Yeah.
Miliotti. God. Wow. And Rob Reiner, R.I.P. But Rob Reiner was really fun to watch too. I'm not used to seeing him in quite as swearing a lot and being. I really liked his presence, and I felt bad for him as this guy's dad. But yeah. Lots of good character appearances and stuff like that. I mean, PJ Byrne shouts out, holding it down as another schlub. Shea Wiggum holding it down as the captain of the boat, and Joanna Lumley too. She's great and stuff. And Aunt Emma, I thought was a nice presence here.
Oh.
Good casting overall. But yeah, goodness gracious me. Let's jump on to Kev B.
Kev B, what was the most shocking scene for you, and did it feel exaggerated or real?
It's shocking is an interesting context to consider here. I guess the thing I expected the least, I don't even know how to describe it. This is a small moment. It's not really big in the context of the movie, but when he's
I have two that come to mind.
Yeah, there's a scene. I don't know how to describe it. There's a scene that involves a butt. The
candle?
No, the other prominent.
Towards the beginning.
Yes, there's a butt and some powders, and
Yes.
and that just struck me for some reason. I know it's a thing that can happen, but just like that whole moment was quite, and it felt real, I guess.
When he was bum sniffing.
Sure, we'll go with that. Why not? Whatever you want to call it, I'm good with that.
I was like, oh my, okay.
I mean, one of the most standout scenes is the Quaalude's country club scene. Not necessarily the most shocking in terms of what you're witnessing, in terms of like a substance, it's not bloody or anything, but you know, like as a moment of human demoralization or you know, just like all dignity gone, quite striking. This movie is so filled with shocking stuff that it desensitizes you again, which is part of the point the movie's making. Is like the more you get exposed to all this stuff, and the more it's your here and now actual life, then you know.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna go?
Yeah. No, I think the scenes that shocked me most. I wasn't shocked by the Quaalude scene. I thought it was very entertaining and very well acted. But I think that was one of. No, I didn't remember the context, but I remember him trying to get into the car, and that's like the one thing I did remember. But the thing that shocked me the most was him, you know,
him and wifey at the end.
Yeah, from the bed through the smacks, that whole scene, but also the brief moment of why they had to tie him up on the plane and what he was doing with the flight attendant or to the flight attendant. Those are the scenes that shocked me the most. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm like, you need to be in jail for other things.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want that again, like it's unflattering and it's bad enough as it is portrayed, but part of me is like, I wonder what is. No,
It was really giving that Trump's grab him by the energy.
Yeah.
100%. And I was like, yeah, you gotta get taken down.
And for all
you
this,
should have gone to jail longer.
Yeah, I mean the whole freaking bullseye sequence, crazy,
so dehumanizing,
and the like marching band. Like, there's so much stuff you could just throw a dart at any page in the script, and chances are something ridiculous is going on. You know what? That whole scene with his wife up through putting the kid in the car, and backing out of the garage door,
the whole
and
thing.
That was pretty shocking. That was pretty, and I do, as much as it's not pleasant to witness, and I'm not saying like it's good, we should always be depicting these things, but I do appreciate that in a movie like this there are some very soberingly ugly moments that are outside of the spell of all the, you know, luxury and all that shit. But hey, fill up the comment box with your most shocking scene. Everything felt exaggerated and plausible, I guess. This is one of those movies that rides on the fact that you're like, what I know about reality now, I am not surprised. I shouldn't be. Thanks for chiming in. Oh, yeah. Has this film influenced how you view motivational speakers or get-rich-quick schemes in today's influencer culture? I mean, if he was doing this, if all this had happened slightly later, I mean, he would definitely be throwing down that YouTube channel. Like, giving
100%.
If I was, you know,
he has a YouTube channel. He does podcasting now. I'm gonna look him up, y'all.
I'm out, man. Of course he does. The second the words left my mouth, I was like, I bet Aaron's about to inform me that this guy's a thriving podcast. Oh,
of course.
my God.
It's the 2020s. Who doesn't have a podcast?
Oh my God, dude. If I was getting into stocks in 2026, here's what I would do.
Oh yeah. Wait. Where's his podcast?
Oh man. I was gonna say It can't. Yeah, if you just search Jordan Belfort, it can't be the first thing that comes up.
Okay.
Oh my God,
goes
he's on Impulsive.
He's on Impulsive. Oh my! 2 years ago, he was on Tucker Carlson.
Let's go. And it's got 666K views with a devil in the thumbnail. The Illuminati is real.
Wall Street is evil, and here's why we need it. Oh, wowza!
But here's why we need it.
Oh Lord, yeah. He doesn't have a podcast himself, but he's been on a ton of podcasts. Wait, no, I think I stand corrected.
Oh my God.
Yep, he does have his own podcast, but he hasn't uploaded in 2 years.
Oh, good. That's good. No.
Yep.
The Wolf of Wall
5
Street
months.
secret sales method revealed. Oh no.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm glad that his views aren't like insane. He's got a couple nearing 20K here.
He had
There's one over 20K.
168 episodes of The Wolf of Wall Street, and we'll be reacting to them next.
Yes. Yes, I think we will.
Oh Lord.
Any get rich quick scheme is sus. Well, yeah. I'm fascinated by like the penny stock thing, the way they explain that. I'm like, I know that they show you who might be willing to open themselves up to this and who they prey on, but at the same time, I'm like, this sounds like such a bad idea. Like, there's almost he says that thing about like no one knows which way the stocks are going to go, and it seems like even less with the penny stocks. But I mean, I guess every motivational speaker to some degree for me leaves me questioning, like, what's your life actually like? You know, because I know you got to make a business out here, and granted, your message may be worth sharing, and I'm not cynical completely, but, you know, I'm always curious about the authenticity and whatnot, and I guess you just kind of use the whole, like, corn metaphor of, like, I know it when I see it.
Yeah. That's a good question. Has it changed the way I view motivational speakers or get rich quick schemes? I feel like different speakers have different intents, but I feel like there is, no matter if it's literally the get rich quick schemes or personal development, have some sort of larger financial gain that's at the detriment of the person they're selling to. So there is sort of an insidious nature to the job itself. I don't think motivational speakers are inherently bad. I feel like there is a moral way of going about it, at least with certain people.
Yeah.
But get rich quick schemes just seems kind of scuzzy as a concept because I feel like it implies some level of screwing other people over, which is not cool. Which is not what I'm about. So that's how I feel about that. I feel like one way about most motivational speakers, cool. Sometimes in context, get rich quick schemes, kind of sus.
Well, yeah, and I guess it's that. It's like I'm less suspicious of motivational speakers who are just like trying to help you get yourself improved.
Exactly.
If it's like financial motivational speaker, I am a little more wary, especially again given what it all depends on, like what's the image being put out and how authentic does it seem and what is the flavor of the message. Like, yeah, I don't know, like Jordan Belfort in this movie does come across fiendish in ways where I'm like, I don't know, the flavor of your message is a little too unhinged for me. So I don't know if this movie has really affected like my overall view of motivational speakers or get rich quick schemes in a way that my view wasn't already affected, but certainly, I mean, it just adds more drops into that bucket of like, just, you know, do your best to be aware of who you're taking ideas from.
Yeah.
Even, you know, when people who are not good at being people have a couple good ideas, you know, here or there. I'm sure you could take something from his sell me a pen thing, but, you know, I'll find somewhere else to get info if I need it that bad. Jaden Rhodes.
This is probably the best 2010s crime movie, probably one of my favorite Leonardo DiCaprio performances. But Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is probably the better performance. I'm curious if y'all agree. I've only seen it once, so I can't really like add to that. So if we watch it again, I could probably give you a better, honest opinion. But I know he has some great scenes in that movie. There's some pretty dope stuff that he does, and he's hilarious in that movie from what I do remember. But I think it came out like 2019, so it's been like freaking 6 or so years since I've seen it. So yeah, kind of tough to weigh in on that. But what about you, John?
That's a tough one. He's more sad. He's more endearing, obviously, in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I mean, he's not like the best guy still, but he's more of like a sad sack in some ways. And I mean, that's tricky because he's really good at embodying these roles, and he's really good at embodying both, and they're both different. And I mean, stuff about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood appeals, like the aesthetics of that movie in some ways appeal more to me. The time and place. It's weird because like Leo in this movie is part of the poison is that he's so charismatic. So I might go with you so much as to say that I think, yeah, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I think is probably a bit more nuanced in some other interesting ways. They're both tour de force performances, I would say. I think edge out Once Upon a Time, though. And I mean, I hesitate to say this, but I feel like the best Leo performance is one of his most despicable characters, which is Calvin Candy.
Yep.
And did he
did
win
that the year before this?
I was gonna say, and did he win the Oscar for this?
No, he's only won one. It was for The Revenant.
It was for The Revenant. Okay, yeah, because I've always felt like it should have been Calvin Candy, because like The Revenant, the one time I watched it anyway, I'm like, this movie works. I mean, Leo's dedicated, but like if you didn't have Tom Hardy, if you didn't have some other people, it wouldn't work as well.
Yeah, I've only seen it the once, but that movie felt like he's done so many great performances. Let's just give him the Oscar rather than this is the one he deserves it for.
Yeah, he's out. I get it. He's out here suffering. Okay, yeah, but yeah, I mean, Once Upon a Time, I certainly would want to watch that movie again sooner, and
same.
And it's him and Margot again.
Yeah,
not on screen together, but
I forgot she was in that.
A little bit of time.
Oh shit, she's in that.
But I would say, yeah, because too, I mean, he's also playing an actor, and he's playing a guy who's not altogether as bright as he could be, and he's playing a guy who's insecure. That scene where he's breaking down in the trailer, and he's like, "Buh, buh, 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 he's so stupid," like, I
vaguely remember it.
I think we unlocked some new stuff for Leo in that movie. So as much as he's great at playing the Fiend here, I think Once Upon a Time I would agree with here. Nikki Sonrisa, thank you for chiming in. Hey, fellas, man, I haven't seen this movie in ages, but I can never get that scene with Leo crawling to the car incapacitated out of my head. What are your most memorable moments from the film? I think that takes the cake.
Yeah,
that's
for sure.
One of them.
The chest thing
is like, because that's such a meme anyway. There's so many gifs that have come out of this movie. Him doing the dance, him doing the like,
and then the her with the foot on his face.
His face, yeah. This was like Wolf of Wall Street gifs.
Yeah, there's a lot. I think the scene at the end where he's trying to take his kid back. That whole scene is. I'm surprised I forgot that. Like that's insane. That was so unsettling to watch, and yeah, that was
harsh.
A harsh
really
scene,
harsh,
but very very great acting on both their parts. Also, the scene where she keeps throwing the water in his face is very memorable.
Yeah. I mean, that exchange between them where she's like, I'm going to be wearing short skirts and I'm going to be walking around and you ain't touching none of this. This is like, this is a pretty memorable scene. The scene on the boat we've talked about, I think that was just
Great
like
scene.
Cut to right after being told to do exactly not this. Cut to him doing this.
Yep.
Fighting these dudes on his boat. It's like, you are not that smart. And yeah, it was good. It was good. That scene where they're doing crack too is pretty funny.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
There's a lot of stuff in this movie.
Yeah, a lot of memorable scenes.
Yeah, leave us yours in the comments. This is another one where, yeah, I was like, my brain is turned into such mush that I'm like, shit, there's like probably a million, but
Jay Rushton, what up, Jay? Questions. Were you laughing at a dance scene? And this was my favorite part of their movie.
The one where Leo's dancing?
Yeah, that scene was great. Loved it.
Yeah. Was that also when they had the marching band stuff? Was that?
I think that was a different scene. 'Cause I think wasn't him dancing at the wedding?
Yes.
Yeah. I think so. A lot of debauchery happened.
Where's that dance? Yeah, here he is.
Yeah, it was at the wedding.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude.
There was no naked people there, so it had to be. That was the most sanitary scene in the movie, the actual wedding.
I was surprised by those moves too.
Yeah, I was like, oh, my man's liquid. My man is My man's flowing.
Yeah, I'm surprised he hadn't done a dance movie yet. We gotta get Stomp the Leo.
Please.
Cap the Yard.
Cap the Yard. All right.
Yeah, that's a great scene. Jay, no notes.
No notes.
No alcohol required.
Hey.
Alan Smithy! Good to hear from you again. Thanks for showing up on that 4-hour podcast that preceded this 4-hour shoot. Alan Smithy. Hey, Coy, John, and Aaron. Oh, sorry, no Coy today. We were originally going to have Coy, but then things changed. John and Aaron, assuming you have all experimented, what is the craziest thing you've done or seen when modified by a controlled substance? Were any zebras involved? Coy, I'll have to throw a barb out for him. Come on, guys, be honest. Hail Quaaludes. Boy, howdy.
I ain't been too crazy. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. But sometimes have been had. Sometimes have been had.
Craziest thing.
Things that I can't say on the internet, but times have been had.
I don't think I've ever done anything whilst altered that was like insane on its face. It's usually like circumstantially, like, oh, I'll get into some kind of adventure, like I'll strike up a conversation with somebody and then we're, next we're going over here now and now we're meeting new people. It's usually something like that. I'll yes and more outlandish things in that state.
I remember, one story I'll be very loose with the details, but yes. I engaged in something with some friends of mine at a park, and then we stayed there. The plan was to stay there all night, and there came a point where my friend wanted to leave said location while still not sober, and all my friends were in the car ready to leave said location, and I did not want to go, and we did not leave until sunrise.
You kept everybody until sunrise?
I kept everybody because I was like, bro, your eyes are massive. We're not going anywhere.
We cannot leave. Good golly.
Yep.
Done or seen? Yeah. I was in a situation once where a thing was happening and some of our number were not handling it as well as others, and they wound up calling the cops.
Oh, no.
And my buddy, who was sort of taking lead on this, cool as a cuke, I was like backing him up. I was backing him up basically like, I am not experiencing the cooler parts of this story. I'm just kind of helping to keep everybody else who's in our party chill, while Dave is like just one side of the wall away, like, yeah, I don't know, man. I hear noises out here in the neighborhood. They're keeping my mom up. Like he's just like cool as a cuke, talking to the fuzz.
Low.
And everything turned out fine.
Okay.
But yeah, it was yeah. We'll stop there.
Yeah.
We'll stop there.
Yeah. We'll talk more about that off cam.
We'll talk about that if we ever hang out at a convention or something.
Yeah.
Trivia. Let's do some trivia. DK Lounge.
One of the funniest movies I've ever seen. As you can guess, Scorsese gave the cast free range to improv as much as possible, and it's the movie that introduced the world to Margot Robbie. Also, fun fact, Jordan Belfort makes a cameo as the host who introduces the film version of him in the final scene.
This true. I was wondering frequently, and I'm not surprised, and this definitely has tendencies that feel like an improv movie, and so like this is probably the best Judd Apatow movie ever made. Like,
very curious to see how many scenes are improv for sure.
Yeah, and with all that crosstalk and with all the craziness, it's like once you understand the point of the scene, it doesn't really matter what the specifics are. I'm sure Jordan Belfort isn't going to be like, no, that's not how we were talking about putting Quaaludes up someone's butt. So I am fascinated that should be part of this soup, because again, I vividly remember when the whole Judd Apatow 40-year-old virgin and beyond, that like decades worth of increasingly less edited, bantery, improv comedies, and there's so much of that in the DNA of this. And Jonah Hill's here, and he's obviously a veteran of that genre. It's a very fascinating like thread I hadn't anticipated kind of standing out to me here.
Yeah.
And again, it's fascinating to see that through the lens of Thelma Schoonmaker, who's like a revered cinematic editor. So to see it through that scope and under the direction of Martin Scorsese and with all these like high caliber dramatic actors is fascinating. So Thank you, DK Lounge.
Thank you, DK.
Malik. Closing us out. Fun fact. The Great Gatsby and The Wolf of Wall Street came out within months of each other in 2013.
Wow, never seen Great Gatsby, but I always wanted to.
That's a movie I think I maybe saw it. I think I saw it the once, but it's a Baz Luhrmann joint, and those are dense and glitzy and edited tons, and so I definitely need to watch that movie again with fresh eyes because I do not. I know the story of The Great Gatsby generally, but that's one I actually, because people bring it up, and I remember it was like kind of mixed in the reviews at the time, but people bring it up even still as like a DiCaprio fave. Real quick here, McConaughey's scenes, because I know people would be wondering, were shot on the second week of filming. The chest beating and humming performed by him was improvised and a warm-up rite that he performs before acting. When Leonardo DiCaprio saw it while filming, the brief shot of him looking away uneasily from the camera was him looking at Martin Scorsese for approval. DiCaprio encouraged them to include it in the scene and later claimed it set the tone for the rest of the film.
Nice.
And of course, all the on-screen powders are just crushed up B vitamins. The majority of the film's dialogue was improvised, as Martin Scorsese often encourages. I didn't know that was like a common practice for him.
Huh.
And apparently, wanting to work with Scorsese, Jonah Hill took a pay cut to be here. So he only made $60,000.
Wow. Only $60,000.
On a routine set visit, Steven Spielberg spent the day on set watching the shoot of the Steve Madden speech. Martin Scorsese claims that Spielberg essentially co-directed the scene, giving advice to actors and suggesting camera angles. That is bonkers.
Man. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Wow. Well, gang, we did it.
We did it.
We've taken every substance known to man. We've
All of them.
scaled the debauchery mountain. And we've gone to prison and house arrest and all the other things. And now we're rich.
Woohoo!
So leave us your thoughts on this giant, unruly, insanely maximal film. And we'll catch you next time for something similar, I'm sure.
Bye. Squaw!
Cut the camera! Cut the camera! Cut the camera! Cut the camera! Cut it! Cut the camera! Cut the camera!